We're back. Apparently, I was yeah, and we're back. I clicked the wrong button. We're already falling apart. All right, we're back with the Chaos Crew, as I've been calling you all, or the Party B. Um, Last time, you guys made your way from the well, not small, but the village of Blood Gulch, uh, north towards Frostheim, where on the way you stopped by Magnus's mother's home that was abandoned and had signs of a conflict that had occurred sometime before you all arrived. And before reaching the city of Frostheim from that point, you encountered a white dragon that was seemingly doing a deal with a group of mages,
Totally
trying
could have killed it. No.
trying to acquire an odd dodecahedron of sorts made of an unknown gemstone material that seemed to have a purplish and black swirl to it. Errol, who swiftly snuck in, snatching the item and then quickly evacuating from the area and disappearing, managed to slip back to his allies while the dragon and its compatriots search for him. One of the mages becoming a snack out of the dragon's anger. And upon you all arriving to Frostheim, you found the city to be empty. Spending some time sitting in one of the taverns as you waited for the day to end, as a amethyst dragonborn had appeared by the name of Cal, who, after speaking with all of you, read each of your fortunes and stayed within the tavern while half the party, Magnus, Journey, and Trinket, went to go summon the town folk to make their reappearance, which is what we'll start now. So, Magnus and Journey, Trinket, you all, after seeing these people suddenly appear around you, what would you like to do? Magnus already knew this was happening. Journey was I think in astonishment, and Trinket was as well. What would you three like to do? So we jump right into this.
So are they like Magnus? Are they medically alive?
Medically alive.
Here it doesn't matter. Here they're as alive as anything else. Anything else that you could see or touch anywhere else.
Good enough for me. This is like a fully functioning town now, huh? It's pretty neat.
In the moonlight, it's truly a beautiful place.
What is that from?
I can definitely see why this place is listed in the top 10 places you have to visit when you go to the meat grinder.
I don't think the list is actually 10. There's it's not that big of a list. It's maybe
Snow.
like
Well, places 10 through 2 are snow. So
it's various mountains that possibly have loot within them or some sort of mine. All right. You guys moving anywhere? You gonna go back to the tavern and get the others?
Is gonna have to. I'm not going back to get the others. I actually have to wander the streets to find someone. I sent you a text about it a while ago.
Oh dear lord, who are we looking for?
The only person I specified to be in this place.
There was a lot of...
This is why I call you an idiot for not reading the lore, Tyler.
Oh no, I read it. It's just there's a lot of things there, and I don't remember everything because I have 100 other things I'm tracking as well.
You know what that makes you, Tyler? You know what that makes you? That makes you a failure, Tyler.
Okay, kid. All right, kid. You listen here, you little shit.
Yeah, you should feel bad about it, Tyler.
Oh no, I don't feel bad anymore. You've taken that from me. I no longer feel that. I now just feel disappointment in your actions. Anyways, moving on. Just send me the name again, and we'll get to that. Journey and Trinket, what would you two like to do? Why
I'll do
Magnus
one
is going to
better. I
wander.
will copy and paste the message.
That works too.
I am probably going to head back to the bar.
Okay, so you and Trinket head back to the bar. Awesome. We're going to quickly, while you two are heading back, we're going to jump to our newest compatriot, Leo. You found yourself in the city under extremely odd circumstances. You were traveling about, hearing news of war and things of that nature. And during your travels, there was some strange incident that you can't quite remember. Your mind is a bit fuzzy. But all you remember is finding yourself standing in what was seemingly an empty town about 15 minutes before this moment. Before people have suddenly appeared. You find yourself outside of a tavern that a lot of people seem to be moving about in front of. What would you like to do, Leo?
I'm gonna go into the tavern.
Okay, you head into the this tavern. The only people that are in there, and Draka and Errol. Errol's drunk in the back, I know.
No, I'm on the floor in front
Oh,
of the
you're on
table.
the floor in front of the table next to Cal.
Yeah,
That's
Errol's
what it was.
still blackout, isn't he?
I'm
Yeah.
2 barrels in.
So-
By the way, I forgot I had you muted, Alec.
Shame. Shame.
So you enter this tavern, seeing all kinds of Goliaths and orcs and all sorts of different races, all seeming to be warriors of sorts, kind of mingling within this tavern. You do see as well there is a drunken Owlin laying across the floor with a tankard neck, or not tankard, an entire keg next to him. That he has been
Nice.
he is slurping from while laying on the floor, getting a lot of it on the floor as well. Next to him at a table, you see a Amethyst Dragonborn who has a lute kind of sitting in their lap as they kind of are awkwardly looking around the space, dressed in very bardic clothing, a very colorful vest, a cloak for the warmth, and there's also what appears to be a lizard folk sitting off in the corner, kind of a dark corner, with wearing what looks to be a wooden mask, but the proportions of his head don't seem quite right behind the mask.
Interesting. Is there anyone performing at all?
At the moment, no one is performing. There's just a lot of people talking and drinking and laughing and other things. You know, your normal.
Is there
tavern
some sort of?
activities.
Oh, sorry.
I was going to say your normal tavern activities, and if you're looking for a platform you could try to find,
I was just about to ask.
there is a slightly elevated area within the tavern that has a few tables behind it, but it is definitely a spot that a bard could.
We can't have another bard.
It's definitely a spot that someone could perform.
All right, I'm gonna go up to the stage, the spot where I can perform, and I'm gonna I'm gonna say all right, everyone, you all look like you're having a fun time. How about we liven you guys up even further with a good song, and then I want to start playing my lyre.
Roll a performance check for me. Or yeah, performance check. 18. It's pretty good.
Bitches love elevated surfaces.
It's pretty good.
Hey,
So
he's got a lyre, I've got a lute.
the rest of you saw this individual enter the tavern. This very kind of kind of a larger individual, but seems to be very thin and not very built for muscular, but large as in. Wait, how tall are you actually? I haven't checked your character.
Oh shit! I don't think I ever made a height.
Well, for the race you are, you would be a little taller, I think. So it's a little bit of a
Okay,
taller
let's go,
individual.
Oh, like
They're
how
not
tall?
they're not very built. I would say probably around 6 foot.
Okay, yeah, cool. Cool.
You blend in this space with the heights for a lot of these people.
Dope.
The kind of finer skin than some of the other people that are around here, dressed in, I think you said colorful garbs, probably a little bit of warm weather gear because the winter was starting. As
Yeah, I
they
didn't.
make their way up to the kind of elevated space and make this announcement and begin to play their lyre. There are a few people within the tavern as well while this is happening that begin to uh, they kind of let out a few, like, I guess you would say cheers, you could say, of like approval of like music
Yes.
being played.
Let's go.
Others just kind of disregard that this is happening. They don't, the music's nice, but they're not going to show it. The Amethyst Dragonborn does glance over from his seat and kind of watch, a bit intrigued by the sudden appearance of a performer. Just kind of watching you from their seat. Errol, what are you doing? And then Drac, I assume you just stay in the corner.
Errol is going to turn the keg upright so it's sitting like the base on the bottom, and then he's going to attempt to climb up top to start dancing on top of the keg.
Can I have you? I want you to
already
roll
know what's
me.
happening.
Let's do a strength check.
Is it a saving throw?
No, this is a check. This is a check.
Intoxication.
This is a check because I know your stat is lower.
Oh, it's a -1, my man.
I know. I have a DC for it.
Yeah, it's processing. I got a 3.
You go to lift this
You rolled a
tankard. You go to lift this tankard after you kind of get to your feet, and instead of lifting it, you just collapse onto it, and it rolls like across the bar at like high speed. Just goes like, it shouldn't be moving as fast as it is, but you knocked it in such a way that it rolls and like spills just ale everywhere before hitting someone who just kind of glances down at it, picks it up, and then begins to drink from it.
Is there rafters in here?
There are rafters.
Errol's just gonna go, screw it, and look up at the rafters, kind of like a little dazed, and then attempt to shadow step up there because
It is too bright. The light, there's light in here.
He's still going to attempt it though. I don't know what that looks like. He just walks into
I am picturing something to kind of equivalent to the scene of the first Spider-Man with Andrew Garfield, where he's just going up, up and away now, and all those other things, where he's just trying his hardest, but
Man said
nothing's
Andrew
coming.
Garfield.
Tobey Maguire.
Yeah.
Tobey Maguire. Sorry, I said the wrong person. It's been a long day. I apologize. I love.
Shame.
You
I
didn't
love-
even reference the good one either. That was that was secondhand embarrassment at least.
Yeah, it's fine.
Up,
Sorry.
up, and away, Web.
So
We knew
Errol's
the
gonna
scene
go,
I was talking
"Alley-oop."
about. I said the wrong person because I'm tired. Anyway.
Yeah,
Well, I
Errol's
was
gonna
looking at
go
Andrew
alley-oop and then jump into the shadow, not passing through it, just simply falling straight onto the ground, and then proceeds to dance on the floor, unfazed whatsoever.
Yo, my fucking music got you that riled up. Let's go. My
Booze did,
job
my
is
friend.
accomplished. Also, fellow DM or fellow, Mr. DM, sir, my character prefers to be called by his full name, full first name at least. So whenever you refer to me, of course.
Wow, I
Really,
hate
Otto?
this guy.
Oh, it's gonna get so much better.
It's just,
Who's the
We
other?
already know he's most likely going to die by the Goliath now, right?
Or the
Who's
dragon, one of the two.
Who's the bard I've been hearing so little about in this party?
So after a minute or two of this happening, this little performance, Journey, you come to the tavern that you had heard before, and you hear music, that of a lyre, as well
Is it
as
good music?
It's based on your standards. It's good. It's not the best you've ever heard, but it is good.
Okay.
Yeah. That's right.
And upon you entering the space, you see what everyone else is seeing, the very bustling tavern with an individual, with like kind of a human-like individual, a little taller, or about the same height as most of the taller individuals in this bar, playing a lyre. This individual, as I explained before, fine skin, doesn't look to blend in with the space whatsoever. It looks very
Well, Trinket,
off.
Mass Resurrection sure has a way of livening up the place, huh?
Yeah, it does. She's kind of just staring at the individual on the stage, kind of curiously.
It's
You
gonna
mean,
take us.
never mind.
No, you go,
This
please.
is gonna be a bad joke. Continue.
It's gonna
I'm
be.
just gonna sit down and watch the performance.
Are you gonna sit where Cal is?
Yeah.
Okay, so you join Cal. You and Trinket join Cal and kind of sit and watch this. He's still kind of nursing that tankard of ale that he was given before you both you had left with Magnus.
Would I have noticed them entering the bar at this time?
Roll a perception check with disadvantage.
God.
You're drunk.
All right.
You're drunk.
I feel like everything's gonna be disadvantage.
Got him.
It's rolling. It's rolling. 15.
This is what happens
wait,
when
I
you
got
get
two
drunk.
4s again.
You got 2 4s again. It has begun. It has begun.
Curse.
My Buddha. It has begun. The algorithm is off. All right. You do notice them come in because they're not trying to be sneaky by any way, and you do see them sit down with Cal at this table, who, as they're all just kind of watch this new individual who's entered the space and is producing a scene, technically, trying to get a lot of attention. They're getting a lot of attention. Probably as much as they want, if possibly not as much as they wanted, but
How tall are the chairs?
the chairs,
Are they like stools or is it like chairs?
there are some stools and there are some chairs. Most of the chairs, the seat is kind of about like neck level for you.
All right. Errol's gonna kind of like push himself up, saunter over, Al walking style over to the rest of the party, attempt to sit in a chair.
Now, when he says walk in style, it's a drunken stupor.
Oh.
he is holding probably a 45-degree angle as he is stumbling back and forth.
Does he manage to get into the chair?
Oh, he does.
Do you have to roll acrobatics?
Yeah, I'll give him this one. He gets a break for just this one. But he gets in the chair drunkenly.
I'm just gonna sit there and just be rocking back and forth with the music.
I'm
You're
assuming
just
you
gonna
just have the
see
worst
how
case
out of
hiccups
place
as
he
well.
looks. He looks like in this chair because he's so small, and she's just gonna pick him up and put him on the table. Is that?
He's gonna sit there and rock.
doesn't respond, just rocking it out.
Completely unfazed.
Trinket kind of just leans towards you a little, Errol, and just says, "Maybe you should stop."
I'll stop when the music stops.
Music ain't stopping.
just kind of leans back in her seat, just not defeated, but just like, yeah, I'm not dealing with this. I'm not. I tried. I'm not doing any more work. Okay. While you guys are having this situation, Moogness, you are
Oopness.
walking around in search for an individual. I want you to roll. Actually, yeah, let's roll an investigation because you're searching for them. It's not gonna be a high DC because you're familiar with the space, but
Yeah, investigation. Yeah, all right. Investigation. That's something I have no proficiency in. All right, let's see here. Or my 21. Cool.
21. All right. Searching about as you kind of go to the normal areas that you would meet this individual. You do at one point, as you notice her some distance away, before off the corner of your eye, you see a black cloaked individual with their arms wrapped around someone who's kind of leaned back. And at first it almost looks like they possibly are kissing or making out in some way, but you hear this almost agonized groaning and almost guttural sound.
All right, you're fucking dying.
As
Beeline towards them.
As you are going towards them, a gnoll and an orc step in the way of your path, as the individual that the cloaked figure is holding seems to fade out of existence before vanishing. And the individual lets out a
Which one is
sigh.
closer to me?
The gnoll.
Great. He's getting an axe to the fucking head. Do I roll initiative now or after I slash him to pieces?
I'd say roll initiative.
Certified Magnus moment.
Okay, that's gonna be a modded 20 to initiative.
Modded 20.
Yeah.
You guys rolled the same thing. Roll it again.
That's a 21.
Okay, you beat him. Make your attack against the gnoll who is standing before you.
Great. You know what, actually? I'm gonna go into a rage.
Okay.
And then I'm just gonna walk around them to go to that one to go to that guy in the cloak. I'll actually, because my rage lets me move an extra 20 feet, I could just go an extra 10 feet outside of their melee range and then beeline for the guy with the fucking
As you are passing this gnoll, a glaive materializes in his hand, and he's going to strike you, or attempt to strike you. Does a 24 hit.
Yep.
Your movement is reduced to 0, as he has Sentinel. And you take 12 points of slashing damage, which is halved. And as you do that, he begins to snarl at you, and he says, "You're not allowed near the mistress."
Magnus is just gonna look at him and just say, "I'm going to rip your face off and feed it to your mistress." And then I'm going to rip him to pieces. Let's see here. 18, 19, 20, 21, 22. 27 to hit.
That hits.
Cool. Let's see here. Where are all the dice I need for this? All right. That's going to be 12 slashing damage and 8 psychic damage.
Okay.
Then that's going to be a 21 to hit.
That hits.
All right. Oh, I forgot to add my rage damage. All right, well, I'm not going to make that mistake again. It's going to be 11 slashing damage and 14 psychic damage.
Okay.
Then that's going to be a 26 to hit.
That hits.
$15 slashing damage and 5 psychic damage. That's my turn.
Okay. He is going to rage. And as he does, you notice this necrotic energy starting to fester off of him as he lets out this roar of anger.
He's a bitch.
And he is going to strike you with his glaive. First is a 29 to hit, which I know does hit.
Yeah, it is.
He is going to inflict 10 points of slashing damage and 9 points of necrotic damage. as he strikes you with his first strike. And with the second, he's going to hit you for 20 with a 26 to hit, which will hit you. And that will be another 8 points of slashing damage with his glaive. And that is his turn.
It's just so annoying that I'm not going to get the one that really pissed me off, and I'm just going to have to settle with ripping this guy's head off. Yeah, all right. Yeah. Guess I'm just going to get to hurt him and not the one who's doing something fucked up. That's going to be a 23 to hit.
That hits.
Right. 17 slashing damage. 8 psychic damage.
17, which becomes 8. And you said how many psychic?
8.
Okay, so 16 points of damage. Okay.
Yeah. Let's see here. An 18 to hit.
That hits.
Really cool. It's gonna be 10 slashing damage and 7 psychic damage.
All right. Is that the end of your turn? Do you have...
Not yet. Uh, 26 to hit.
That hits.
11 slashing damage and 9 psychic damage.
Okay.
And yeah, that's my turn.
Okay. You hear, as you continuously cut in this person, you hear the individual that you were going to pursue let out a satisfied sigh as she glances in your direction, you seeing a pair of purple, almost dragon-like eyes staring at you as this Tabaxi's face kind of grins in your direction, kind of very amused by your anger.
Yeah, Magnus just looks at her. I'll kill you later, and he's just gonna get back to tearing the knoll apart.
And the knoll is going to strike at you. First hit is going to be a crit, which is going to hit you for... Let's see. I'm checking the thing that he has. Where did it go? Ah, yes. I need 2 more of these. You get hit for 31 points of slashing.
All right, I'm gonna use Stone's Endurance to reduce that.
And
you said 31?
31 points of slashing and 10 points of necrotic. And then he's going to strike at you again. Does a 22 hit?
No.
No. The second one will not hit. And he is going to, as his bonus action, he's going to let out a battle cry as he howls up into the sky for a moment and then continues to stare at you and growl with anger. It's now your turn.
He really is a little bitch. Okay, on my bonus action, I'm gonna use Second Wind to heal myself a little bit.
Okay.
And then I'm just gonna do what I do best and keep just tearing him to pieces.
All right.
Let's see here.
And by this point, the orc is started to walk towards this Tabaxi individual in the cloak.
Yeah, they'll die later. It's fine. Can't get everything at once. You know how it is.
Mm-hmm.
That's literally just
the
mantra, man. It's just, they'll die later. That's just how it goes. That's going to be a 23 to hit.
That hits.
Let's see. 12 slashing damage and 12 psychic damage.
All right.
Then, God damn it. There we go. An 18 to hit.
That hits.
All right. 9 slashing damage and 7 psychic damage.
Okay. You strike him in the chest as he kind of leans back a little bit, his eyes kind of wide for a moment before you see the whites of his eyes go black. And the muscles that were already kind of flexing due to the rage seem to almost grow as he steadies himself and continues to stare at you, snarling as blood is dripping from his mouth and multiple slash wounds across his chest.
Mm-hmm. I still got an attack roll. That's gonna be a. It's gonna be it's a modded 20.
Okay, that hits.
Yeah. So 11 slashing damage and 11 psychic damage.
Okay.
And that's my turn.
He is going to attempt to strike at you with his glaive. 24 to hit.
Yeah, that hits.
Okay, and he's going to hit you for 8 points of slashing and 9 points of necrotic. He's then going to swing at you again. I assume a 21 won't hit, so that one's going to miss, and he's going to use his bonus action to try one more attack. 23 you hit.
Yeah, that hits.
Okay. And that last one is going to do 15 points of slashing damage.
All right.
As he snarls at you with blackened eyes, the veins around his eyes beginning to also turn the same black color as it seems to almost be spreading through him.
I've seen puppies scarier than you, bitch. And just gonna keep fucking beating him. Let's see here. That's gonna be another 18 to hit.
That hits.
All right, let's see here. 10 slashing damage and 13 psychic damage.
Okay.
And 23 to hit.
All right. That hits.
11 slashing damage and 9 psychic damage.
Okay.
Then another 23 to hit.
That hits.
It's gonna be 13 slashing damage and 9 psychic damage.
Yes. All right. You slash him across the gut with his final slash. Many of his insides pouring out as he just simply snarls and is going to continue to attack you. That's a miss. I know that. That's a crit. So second attack on you will be a critical strike, which will do 26 points of slashing and 13 points of necrotic. And then his final strike is going to miss.
Right. All right, yeah, I'm just gonna keep fucking wailing on him.
Okay.
This is a problem when two fucking barbarians go against each other. Oh, I crit. Okay.
Okay.
I need more dice. Fuck. Right. That's gonna be 16 slashing damage and 16 psychic damage.
Okay. Keep going. He's still up.
Then another 19 to hit. It's gonna be 8 slashing damage and 13 psychic damage.
Okay.
I'm gonna hit again for 16, 17, 18, 19, 24 to hit.
Yeah, that's a hit.
14 slashing damage and 11 psychic damage.
Yep, that hits. Yeah, and then I got that written down. All right, he's going to attack you again. First strike is going to miss. Actually, he's going to go reckless. So he's going to go reckless on you. That still misses. That is a hit.
What does reckless mean?
Reckless means you get advantage, but everyone gets advantage against you.
Okay.
It's only something that barbarians can do. You're going to take 13 points of slashing damage and 9 points of necrotic. And does 24 hit?
24, one sec.
It still should, but I don't know.
Yeah, it does. It does.
Okay, and you take 8 points of slashing from that, and that's his turn. As his guts are just pouring out blood everywhere, and he continues to fight you. Eyes blackened out, veins becoming these bulging, dark lines underneath his fur.
You see, all I'm hearing is bitch, so it's like...
The fact that his insides are on the ground and he is still fighting is impressive. But...
You see, all I'm hearing is bitch.
He just keeps on trying to scare you, even though it's his guts that are spilling out.
Yeah.
Send this guy at the dragon. Maybe it'll win.
No, he wouldn't. The frost attack would take like half his health. Actually, it wouldn't take quite half, but it'd get pretty damn close.
That's going to be a 22 to hit.
That hits.
All right.
The frost attack is just a
11
set
slashing
damage,
right? and 11 psychic damage.
Okay.
An 18 to hit.
That hits.
That's going to be 12 slashing damage and 9 psychic damage. And that's going to be another 18 to hit.
That hits.
Right. 11 slashing damage, 8 psychic damage.
Okay. He's going to strike at you again. And he's going reckless again.
Oh, I should have been rolling with advantage.
You still hit him each time.
Yeah.
Hey, now you'll take it into account.
You're going to take 7 points of slashing and 11 points of necrotic. Second one's going to miss you. And the third strike is going to hit you again for 10 points of slashing damage. As you hear the tabaxi chuckling down the alleyway at the sight of this fight, while the orc stands by her side with a hand on her shoulder.
Mm-hmm. All right. Let's see here. Ah, crit. Cool.
Okay.
Let's see here. It's gonna be 14 slashing damage and shit, almost dropped that die. 18 psychic damage.
Okay.
Then let's see here. 21 to hit.
Okay. That hits.
17 slashing damage, 10 psychic damage. Then Let's see here. That's another crit.
Okay.
Let's see here. It's 12 slashing damage and 20 psychic damage.
All right. More of his guts pouring out as you strike him multiple times. He's not going to attack you again. First attack is going to miss. Second is going to hit you for 13 points of slashing and 11 points of necrotic. He's going to make one more attack, which he is going to miss. And as he swings the glaive in this last attack at you, wait a minute.
Has he been dead for 2 turns? No.
No, I was looking at your health, and I just watched it go up. What the fuck just happened?
Yeah. I, heal half of my damage on, with a certain rage ability.
Oh. Good to know. You watch, though, as he slashes at you this one last time, his glaive hitting the ground, and as he goes to, let out a roar of anger, his body almost seems to stop. As he kind of stands there for a moment, and you can hear the tabaxi from down the alleyway saying, "Rest now, my friend. You've served your purpose." And you watch as the glaive vanishes from sight, and he collapses to the ground in a bloody mess.
Magnus is just gonna... I want to get... when I look over at this tabaxi, am I able to get a good enough look that I could recognize them another time?
I would say you have you could see their face and everything. They're not trying to hide anything. The only thing that's covered is most of their chest, and their right arm is covered. And that's it. The rest is kind of in open. You can see it. She's removed her hood by this point. You can see the draconic eyes that she has, these purplish eyes that almost seem like that of a dragon's. As she stares at you, you do not recognize her in any kind of way, though. You've never seen this chick before.
I'm going to cut the gnoll's head off and go back to the tavern.
She just kind of smiles at the sight of the carnage before turning to the orc and whispering something to him as they turn around and continue moving down the alleyway in the opposite direction of you. All right. Also, the person you were looking for is still down the street.
Yeah, tonight's not the night for that.
All right. You make your way...
You just love throwing shit at me that'll just fucking kill me, don't you?
Oh, no, I had this... I calculated this. This was perfectly executed. 100% as it was supposed to be done. You head back to the tavern with this gnoll head in hand. The eye still blackened out, the veins in it still producing these dark black lines within the head. The jaw hung open as the tongue kind of dangles to the side. And you get to the tavern, a few people looking at you, a couple making gestures your way of kind of almost like approval, because this is you would understand these as a character. Your character would understand these gestures. You would probably make the same to some people that look in your condition with a gnoll's head in hand. But you enter the tavern seeing music playing from a lute, not a lyre, a lute, of a thin, tall individual with very fine skin, kind of upon an elevated platform near the back. Your allies sitting with Cal at one of the tables not far from there, and the lizard folk sitting in the corner in the dark by himself.
It's a liar. You were right the first time.
It is a liar?
Yeah.
Journey
Okay.
has the loot.
Yeah, that's what it was. It's you guys have a switch, and my characters usually carry both, so I get confused on which of which is you have. My English is fantastic tonight, but you all see Magnus come in, torn and battered, blood dripping from his recent wounds, as well as a severed null head in hand.
Journey will say, "What the hell happened to you?" Meanwhile, casting first level healing word on him.
Like Magnus is for real just gonna wave that shit away while he's like busy tying this head to his belt.
Anyway, take 9 points of health back.
I met somebody I need to kill later.
Hit at first sight. How romantic.
All right. So I'm still performing, right?
Yep, you're still performing. You see this big Goliath individual enter the tavern, bleeding profusely, with a null head they're tying to their belt.
All right. I stop mid performance and I say, "Whoa, this guy looks like he just got in a bloody battle." And then I want to start singing about him, just because. Do I need to make another performance check?
I'll say we'll keep yours for now. You want to give us lyrics? No, I'm just kidding.
Well, if you insist.
If you insist, I'll do it. I'll keep it in my past,
Yeah, no, yeah, I guess like Magnus is just gonna tend bar. Because like the best way to get the drinks is to just pour them yourself, and then he's just slinging them. He's just slinging them to whoever else is around.
Earl's gonna notice this and
I ask for a
attempt
drink.
to make his way over to the
Oh,
bar.
wait, I'm still fucking performing.
Oh yeah, no, I mean ask for drinks from the one guy who's not gonna stop you from getting blackout. Obviously.
And while I'm doing this, I'm gonna drink you under the table, big boy.
I've lost 1/4 of my blood, and I know for a fact you still can't do that.
As you're getting these drinks and kind of
Challenge
slinging them
accepted.
around, Cal kind of comes up to your side and kind of taps your shoulder as he takes one of them, and you receive 25 points of healing before he just walks away without a word. He's gonna take the tankard that he got from you as well, and he's gonna go sit somewhere and drink.
Being able
How-
to heal while under half health is a fucking lifesaver.
So how far into my song you think I am right now?
By this point, you would probably, if it's a normal length song, probably about most of the way through.
Have I gotten any money, by the way?
There doesn't seem to be much money getting thrown around here.
Even the drinks are free here, bro. I'm sorry
Yeah.
to say.
I didn't get any money. Whatever. I got some smiles though, right?
There's a few people that were enjoying your music. Yes, there were some that were like,
Go.
it's the same ones who like every time you'd finish a song, they'd kind of raise up ales and kind of do like a cheer, and then
Let's
like go back to
go.
talking to each other.
I got a cheer, bro. That's all I care about.
There was a couple. Well, there was a few. Like every time you'd finish a song, you get a few. Then you keep going, and you get to the end of another song, and there'd be a few.
Okay,
It's
so
like an Irish. It's like how people are in like an Irish pub, where it's just like at the end of every song, everyone just kind of cheers, but instead of everyone, it's just a few people.
Okay, gotcha. So what's his name, man? Super bloody. He's sitting with a few people right now, right?
He's
No,
just
he's behind the bar.
he's behind the
Oh, he's behind the
bar,
bar.
passing drinks to people who come by, and is drinking himself. Cal went back to the Dragonborn went back to the table that he was at before and is nursing a new tankard of ale. The Tabaxi, which is Trinket, is sitting with him, just kind of hanging out. What would Journey be doing?
Sitting at the table.
Sitting with so Journey as well. The tiefling, dressed in your very colorful armor and cloak and everything. Sitting there with them. And Errol is probably sitting on the bar drinking and is barely holding himself up.
Okay.
Do I successfully drink, or
I'm gonna say it starts as
How
a
sh-
success. It
I feel like he
slowly.
has to roll for
I'm gonna
alcohol
roll a
poisoning,
con save
man.
just to see what happens?
Yeah, let's roll a con save. I want to see if you pass the fuck out. Let's see.
Like I feel like he's just poisoning himself at this point, man.
he's-
What is
I
alcohol?
got a
But
6.
keep
I
rolling
am,
a
I am
4.
on the floor.
but was
He
it a
is-
4 but
Dude,
modified into a
He's
6?
fucking dead.
Yo, this man has rolled a 4 every single time.
I think you should.
Daryl just
I'm going-
passes
okay.
out drunk on the table.
I think you
Celtic,
should.
I'm going back to rolling my own die.
Yeah, let's do that.
Holy shit, dude.
I don't
He's
think he
he's
gets to
unconscious.
re-roll that, to be honest.
Yeah, I'll let you re-roll it, but he
No,
does go.
I'm fine with
You
being
fine with that?
unconscious.
Yeah, he
it's
just
funny.
he just as he's going through like this new tankard. Magnus, you watch as he just like midway through, his eyes close, the tankard rolls over his head, and just kind of dumps ale all over him, and then rolls off the bar, and he just flops onto his back and is just now just snoring every so often, like letting out a super loud like hiccup.
Journey
hold on.
having. Oh, sorry.
Oh wait,
So,
if you-
would we say my song was done by this point?
I would say the moment you finished is when he passed out.
Okay,
wait,
I want
hold up.
to.
I'm
hold on.
re-rolling this.
Okay.
I want to try something. I got a 14. I instead use I was looking through my abilities. I'm going to use what the fuck is it called? Stillness of mind and get rid of my drunkenness and proceed to start drinking.
So that doesn't work with poisoning.
It's a
Technically,
poison. It's a charm or poison.
It says charmed or frightened are the
What is
two effects.
Ah, fuck.
So
No.
you passed out.
Would being drunk charmed?
No,
Is it?
you are charmable
okay, I still
drunk,
pass out.
but it is not charmed.
Journey seeing Errol just pass out, takes her backpack out of her bag of holding and just puts her in the backpack.
puts Errol in the bag of the
Just like
backpack.
with his head still sticking out, like it's just snug, like, and then just like putting him, like hooking him in the back of her chair.
Magnus is just fucking like as soon as this happens, he just like nods his head in fucking like he just nods his head in
In approval.
it just approval, yeah, just approval. Like yeah, that's how these nights are supposed to end, the big guy.
Real quick. So, you said that his tankard, Errol's tankard, like, fell off.
It
or
like rolled
whatever
onto the
hell
floor.
rolled up.
It, like,
Okay,
fell onto the
okay.
floor.
So, I want to cast Mage Hand to try and catch it.
Dex,
before it hits the floor.
I'm gonna say Dex check.
Dex check.
Yeah.
Straight up Dex. Aight.
Yeah.
Please. Damn it.
You don't quite make it. Your mage hand is on its way when it hits the floor.
Damn it. All right. Anyways.
Journey sees this and just kind of like small, polite laugh.
I don't think
Can I-
you're no wait, you wouldn't be able to see the mage hand. I don't think.
Oh, I couldn't.
Let me double check.
Oh,
His mage
just
hand
react.
his mage hand is invisible. You would just see the tankard
Oh.
hit the ground.
Do we see him? Does he make like any like outward motion, like
If you-
go
if you
web
Mage
go?
hand use a somatic component.
It does, but his is so usually you would see a spectral hand floating about. His is invisible. If you want to roll a stealth check for me, we can see if your somatic component is noticeable.
This is a
Yeah,
lot
mage-
of semantics for something that doesn't really need to happen.
You talking to me? Oh
Yes,
no,
talking
I
to you.
didn't. I did it normally.
You just didn't know. Okay, so yeah, you see
Yeah, I
him make a
didn't know that.
gesture, but you don't see anything come about from it.
I'll just laugh at the failed mage hand attempt,
Alright,
because I
can
also
I-
have mage hand.
From your perspective, it looked like he just kind of moved his hand in the direction of the ale, but it doesn't look like he cast any spells.
Ah.
It's just kind of like an odd hand movement that just seemed off, but didn't result in anything.
Can I notice him laughing?
No, he would have just saw you do the hand motion and just would.
Okay. Anyways, I'm gonna walk over to the bar anyway. Lean over onto the bar. Speak to. I'm gonna glance at Errol here. The what?
Errol's
What
in a
race
backpack.
are you?
He's an owl.
Oh, he's in the backpack. Okay.
I'm an owl.
Oh yeah, he's in the
Gonna-
backpack. You
I'm
saw.
gonna
You would have
lean
seen
against the
Journey
bar
go
and
over
say-
and get him.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I'm gonna still walk over to the bar. I'm gonna talk to the man who's still all bloody, right?
Yep. He's a
Okay,
little less
I'm
bloody.
gonna-
He got a little bit of healing, but he's still bloodied.
All right, I'm going to I'm gonna lean over on the bar and say, "Well, did you like my song? You
I
you look
wasn't
like you could.
listening.
Oh, well, it looked like you could use some cheering up, and then I want to cast Cure Wounds on him.
Okay, roll the cure wounds as you kind of just place a hand
Wow.
on him.
Healing Magnus takes a village.
Can I? All right. Can I fucking? I'm gonna use my own dice.
Yeah,
I'm
that's
10
probably
over
recommended.
half
I don't
health
think the
right now.
algorithm's fixed. I think it's
Like,
still
legit,
fucked up.
it takes a lot of people to get me over half health. Like, I'm only 10 over half health right now.
I'm pretty sure you still have more health than me at max health at that point.
He's
Alright, anyways.
sitting at Errol's full health.
So what did that to you?
Magnus just picks up the head. Him.
Ah, I see. I see. I assume he was a lot more lively when when you sustained those wounds.
He believed
would
himself
hope.
scary.
He believed himself scary. Gotcha. What does this head look like?
It's the head of a knoll.
I don't know what that is.
I will send a picture into the chat of what a knoll is specifically, so you can know. So keep your role playing.
Hyena
going.
men.
Yeah,
Like,
hyena man.
humanoid hyena men.
Let's
Hyena
see.
men. So
Ma-
not really scary, I would assume.
It depends on your definition of scary. This would scare some people. Others
Like,
would.
as someone who put a lot of time into learning Knoll lore, even I can't, like, fully say yes or no to that.
There are some scary ones. There are some not scary ones. There's
Yeah.
like the original like D&D handbook monster picture. There are some pretty cool ones you could find of like specific ones that people have made or some of the other books have, but that's pretty much what a knoll looks like.
Where'd you post it?
It's in the Scale of Fate chat.
The funny,
Oh, there it is.
actually,
Oh,
holding
interesting.
holding the
I didn't mean
holding
to
the
put a
head,
P.
holding the head, Magnus is just gonna say, "It's very interesting that they would even choose to be antagonistic in these lands. You can find at least 4 different cults that follow their god."
You're able to see Magnus bring out the null head, and she'll call out from like a few meters away. Is that one of those ghost people?
No,
So he's not coming back, right?
he died dishonorably.
Sucks
He's
to
not
be
coming
him.
back.
And then she'll walk over to the bar, leaving Errol in the capable hands of my backpack straps.
My backpack straps.
Oh, I need purity of body. That's what it is. Damn.
Yeah,
And
purity.
so I guess sidle up like kind of close, like in the seat next to Magnus.
You'd be across from him because he's behind the bar.
Okay, I'll sit at the bar across, adjacent to him.
Okay.
So, where are you guys going?
Why do you ask?
Because I am lost. I don't know how I got here. So, I would like to accompany people who are, capable in a fight so that, I don't join that null there.
Most people who find themselves here are a lot less lost than they think.
Got a name, Bard?
Yeah, Leobardo.
Leobardo?
Yeah, Leobardo DiCaprio.
Magnus, my friend, I'm going to need the stiffest drink you have behind that bar.
Oh yeah.
Jordan
Yeah,
finally
no,
snapped.
just some pure ethanol shit.
This shit will make you go blind.
I take a stein from him and I just down it.
I need you to roll.
I
I need
need
you to
to
roll a
be
con.
Errol's
I need you to
level.
roll a con save for me because you don't drink this heavy, so I need a con save.
I think I've maybe drank once in this campaign before. So
This is what my mother calls water.
Rolls a 1, proceeds to pass out on the spot.
okay. Con save. I rolled a 15.
It It burns. It's like drinking fire. It
Oh, I hope-
burns, but you manage to keep it down as much as your body wishes to reject this. You keep it down, and it hits fast. You find yourself immediately like vision blurred, finding yourself wobbly, just like within moments of drinking this.
Well, at least it dulls the pain of Leobardo here.
Hey, what's that supposed to mean?
I hate it. I hate it. I hate it so much.
There's a
You don't
reason
know
I
the
was
half
just
of it.
calling him Leo until this point.
You don't know
I
the half
know.
of it.
Because like I read the stuff he had on the VC, and I was like, God, I already fucking hate it, and he hasn't said it out loud yet.
Journey, like in immense pain from this alcohol, turns to him and say, "Leobardo, huh? Do your parents hate you or something?
What?
Come from a
Oh,
long,
sorry.
illustrious line of bards."
Oh, sorry. Yeah, no. My father is Leobardo. I'm Leobardo the second. Sorry. Always
Oh,
forget about that one.
so your grandpa hated your dad, and years of child abuse passed from your grandfather into your father, and your father hates you. Got
Your
it.
bloodline is obviously cursed.
That's a bit rude. A little bit much, I'd
Blaming
say.
him.
So, I could barely tell you were a bard. You're fucking going on a journey right now, and with your own name. Your own name's a journey.
Well, it's a virtue name, okay?
A virtue
It-
name. So are you were you hoping to go on one your whole life?
No, you know what? I have, we have a birth name. My people, the tieflings, but as we grow up, we can choose a name for ourselves that embodies. Yeah, yes, I wanted to go on I wanted to explore an adventure, and that's what I'm doing. So, living my best life, except for the
So-
fact that the whole country's at war with, yeah, that's fun.
So did you not have a name until you went on this journey?
Oh,
Or
no, I have a name.
I know you have a name now. I mean before.
Yeah, parents gave me a name, and it's not nearly as bad as Leobardo.
I don't know,
The
man.
second.
My name is I kind of live up to Leobardo.
Anyway,
So,
my
you
birth
heard my
name's
performance.
is a private.
Is private? That's a stupid name.
No, no, it's not
Journey,
something that I.
this one is obviously idiotic due to his family curse. Don't worry about him.
Rude. At least I wasn't born a demon.
Hey,
That
listen
is
here.
a virtue in this country.
Trinket just kind of appears out of nowhere, kind of behind Leo here. And as she kind of looks and says, "Are we already starting trouble with each other?"
Trinket, meet Leobardo DiCaprio the second. Just she says this like trying to stifle any laughter in her immediately drunken state from this
As you
hell
can
water.
hear, this one has obviously been cursed at birth.
Yes.
Leo, are you looking at her in any kind of way?
I am. I glance at her.
This is our good friend Trinket.
Roll a deception check against her insight check, real quick.
Okay.
She's trying to look into you because she's suspicious.
25. Oh, I forgot to roll with my own dice, but whatever. We're gonna keep that 25.
That's a crazy roll. You watch for a moment as she gives you this very like suspicious look, kind of looking you up and down. She kind of turns slightly, kind of side-eyeing you for a moment before just kind of walking off towards Cal again.
Can I make a roll to see if I chuckle in my stupor?
With
Can I say something?
disadvantage.
Is it a con roll?
Yes. It's a con roll to see if you became coherent
hold
for a
up.
moment.
It's gonna be 4s. I'm telling you right now because I rolled it on here. I'm gonna also roll it on my. Oh fucking Christ!
I want to see.
Yeah, I
the
told you.
Yes,
What did I say? It's
the
fours,
algorithm
it's
is
fours.
broken. It's broken. We need to file a complaint to D&D and Beyond. Your fucking
Alright.
dice roll algorithm's busted, bro.
I got.
This
Only
is
for
why I
him.
only use physical dice.
I got an 8 for the first roll and a 4, so that's 6. I'm assuming nothing.
No,
Even here gives me 4s.
You
God
mutter in
damn
your
it.
sleep. You're just like.
Like Leopardo.
Leopardo. That's all he says is Leopardo. He just mutters it.
Slight chuckle.
It's just a quiet chuckle.
Like-
Nobody else catches it. It's just for him, and he's not gonna remember it in the morning. It's one of those moments that, like, in a movie where the camera pans the one person nobody realizes is there, no one's paying attention to, and it's just for the audience to get. I can feel the pain of people. It's so much fun.
All right. No, Magnus is just gonna keep slinging drinks until he's just like ready to just fucking find a bed and just crash.
All right, sir, give me a drink. Not as strong as this guy, but
I'll get you a water, and I give him
No,
something
no.
as strong as Journey.
Okay. When did you actually say you'll get me a water?
Like Magnus just says, "We call this water where I'm from."
Oh, okay. Okay, cool. All right, I take that. I'm gonna drink that shit.
Con save.
I'm gonna roll it with my own dice.
Yes.
10.
It hits you like a truck.
Let's
And
go.
you find yourself like midway through it, like fighting the urge to just like spit it out, and you force it down anyways. It hits you super hard. Your vision blurs immediately, and there is no center of gravity anymore.
Let's go.
You now are probably holding a 45-degree angle.
The Chaos Squad gets shit-faced.
Hey, Magnus.
This was bound to happen at some point.
The biggest guy in the party can drink everyone in the party under the table, and we are literally in his homeland. Everyone's getting fucked up.
Hey, Magnus.
Purity of body, I'm coming for you.
Magnus, my friend, I think Leopardo here is still thirsty.
He needs water.
I agree. This man is clearly dehydrated.
He needs water, dear God.
Wait, you handing me another drink?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
All right.
Okay.
No, when Journey begins fucking enabling me is when I really start doing horrible shit.
This guy called me a demon.
Oh.
I'm gonna enable the shit out of you, Magnus.
She's playing devil's advocate. Some extreme devil's advocate, but it's devil advocate nonetheless.
Like, you're talking to a literal demon cultist. Like,
Oh yeah, you don't know his backstory. Oh no. What's the con save?
Yeah, we gotta hear that second con save, bro.
Hold on. I need to go grab something. Give me 1 second.
It's a 1. He just doesn't want to tell us yet. Oh lord.
Magnus, what do they call this stuff actually? Really, you guys really call this water? Really?
Yeah.
What do you call water?
Clear liquid. We don't want to confuse it with booze.
Ocean. What do you call water? Ocean.
Ocean. We don't like to confuse it with booze, so it's just ocean.
We call it Mountain Dew.
No, Mountain Dew is the water we get from the snow.
That's
it
not
tastes better.
funny. That's not
it
funny.
Tastes better.
That was good. That was good.
Okay, so you see, I'm double checking things. There's whispers happening between people right now. Give me a moment.
We only call it water, so the mainlanders will think twice about believing everything has to work their way.
I like that.
Whispers are occurring. Give me a moment. Okay. You guys watch as Leo downs the second thing of this alcohol that you give him, unfazed.
Huh. Good for you.
I slam it down on the bar, and then I say, "Another."
This
Yeah,
will be
right. I
fun.
got nowhere better to be. Just like fucking no, because it's legit. Just if he asks for another one, he's getting another one, man.
Are you filling his glass?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Man. Oh
So
yeah.
Magnus, do you often fill in as a bartender when you're back home?
So
It feels
as
nice.
you pour into the tankard, you hear the liquid pouring from the container a little bit, as it doesn't look to be filling, but you do hear alcohol hitting the counter.
I'm gonna punch him in the face.
Oh, fuck. Roll an attack roll.
That's gonna be a that's a crit.
Jesus Christ.
That's gonna be 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. That's gonna be that's gonna be 16 bludgeoning damage, and Magnus just says, "Don't waste booze."
You swing, and your hand makes contact with nothing as the illusion drops, and he is slumped to the right.
And then I look up and say, "Who said I wasted it? It's still in the cup."
And you now see the cup is filled to the brim with the stuff that you were pouring in, as well as around the counter. It is also on the counter.
Magnus is just gonna take the cup and is just like, he's just gonna down it himself and just like, go fuck yourself. And he's specifically not gonna get him any more boosts.
Magnus, where now? Oh, after you conclude your business here, of course.
I'm gonna be here for a while. There's things I have to deal with. And he like picks up the knoll head again. This wasn't the only one I had to kill.
You need some help?
Hey, Magnus, roll a wisdom saving throw for me.
A 21.
Okay, nothing happens. You're good. Keep going.
I'm gonna get some sleep after an hour. After an hour, I'm gonna go and get some sleep. I have to find them later.
Do you want any help? Or are you gonna do this alone?
Yeah, it might be best if you all come. I don't actually know how strong they are. They seem to be a magician of some sort.
You know me, I like taking up causes that give me no benefit.
My character
And
says,
could very well cause me bodily harm.
Like, Magnus, like, leans in close to Journey, so only Journey can hear. They were eating the souls here.
Oh, yeah. Fuck those guys. I want to help.
my
This
character
shit's
pipes
magical,
up.
so.
He hears Journey say she wants to help. So my character's like, I will also help. Got 2 bards on your side. One better than the other. Me.
To be honest, I just need to wait for Errol to sleep off whatever he has in his system, and that'll be just as useful as Journey and Errol.
You're saying I'm as useful as Journey and Errol? Perfect.
No, I'm saying if Errol was awake, you'd be literally
Very
nothing.
useful. I know. I am so useful to this team. Much better than your other bard here.
You seem absolutely insignificant to me.
So unbelievably useful. Dude, you need to stop like hyping me up, bro.
Have no idea how someone of your
Useful. I'm going to
personality
be
is even
quite
alive.
useful, bro. Quite
I feel
useful.
like you
So,
would have been
anyways,
killed in the
where
first
are we
bar you walked
going?
into.
Where exactly are we gonna be going? Should
I
we
don't
just
know. I
leave
have to
Journey
hunt
here,
them.
or
Oh, he is an illusionist. That could be useful.
He talks as much as the last bird.
I do have wings.
Yeah. What race are you?
The
He-
opposite of you.
He almost looks human. He almost looks human, but there is a slight glow to his skin.
Oh, he's one of those.
Hey, that was racist. Hey, we got a racist in here.
Nobody
You
pays any
know,
attention.
after all the racist remarks you stated, they are liked more than you. And he points to Journey, like, this is a land where demon worship is our religion.
Awesome. So, anyways, where are we going? Should we come pick up this thing pointing at Journey, like, after we kill whatever is out there, whatever we're doing, or should we
What I
just
am doing
like?
is sleeping because this Knoll was an acceptable warrior. It was still fucking stupid. And then I'll have to figure out how to hunt them. But I can't do that with open wounds.
Magnus, do we have to pay for room and board here, or is it just kind of
No.
open season?
This place
Okay.
is empty in the daylight. Why would you need to pay for room and board?
All right.
You know,
Well,
I've just never been to a place like this. You know, I just want to make sure I'm doing right by your people.
You will know if you are not, because I will tell you. Just like why Andraka is probably not going to leave this continent alive due to not having done the sacrifice at the tree.
You know, fair enough. I'll go grab Errol and Trinket and get us to bed.
so
And if Andraka wants to sleep, power. He's probably gonna freeze over on the roof. So
I truly hope he freezes to death. And he's just gonna find a fucking place to sleep, man.
before you walk away, I'm just gonna my character's gonna be like, just to prove how much better I am than Journey.
I
And then he
really
goes and
don't want
touches
to
you.
listen to you speaking.
Goes and touches you anyway.
Leo, just
Yes.
recommendation for your further health: don't touch Magnus unless, like, he likes you. Just fair warning. She's leaving the bar now.
Cal's kind of walking towards the bar at this point with
Hey,
an
Cal.
empty tanker. What are you?
You were
all
healed
planning?
31 health. I casted fucking cure wounds level 5.
It as you say that to Cal just says, "What? Where are you all planning to go? It looks like you're all heading out."
Something about a cult eating the souls of the spirit people who live here or something. We're gonna catch some Z's, what
Actually,
arrows.
Tyler,
Yes.
because he healed me that much, Magnus isn't gonna go to take a rest. He's just gonna leave and go back to that alleyway he saw that shit happening in.
Oh, so Magnus is just gonna, without a word, just gonna walk out the bar.
You know what, Magnet, Journey just sees, like, okay,
Yeah,
change of
it
plans.
legit just be like he looks down at like some of his wounds closing and he just kind of like shrugs his shoulders and then just leaves.
My character go looks at Journey with like a devilish smile.
Okay, I'm just gonna. Journey walks over to the table, picks up the backpack of Errol, and then tells Trinket and Draka what's up.
Actually, before Magnus leaves, he just says like, "I still like Journey better. They know when to shut up," and he just fucking goes.
Cal, as you,
Like,
Magnus is moving towards the door and Journey's moving about. He goes, should I come with?
I mean, three bards is a crowd. Or is it a
they
super
got another
group? I'm
bard
not
here.
sure. This is Cal. He's pretty cool. just tarot card readings. Good bard.
Not as good as me.
He kind
Oh,
of gives
where
you
are
just a
my
look.
manners? Oh, this is Leobardo DiCaprio the second. She's unable to stifle her laughter this time.
Hey, don't wear it out. Don't wear it out.
It's
Oh,
so shit.
it was
It's
worn
so
out the
shit.
second your parents named you that. It's literally a hand me. It's literally a hand me down.
You see
It's
Cal.
It's the
You
so
best
see.
hand-me-down
You
you've
see
ever heard, don't
Cal.
lie.
You see Cal tap his chin with like a finger for a moment and just says, "I'm a bit interested in what your future might hold." As he's kind of like in the other
Well.
hand, like shuffling a deck of cards.
God, I fucking hate this. I fucking hate that name.
All right.
Magnus, before you go, want to see what future this guy has in store?
Gods no.
You know you're morbidly curious, right? Like we both know this.
Cal
If
turn-
you see it and it mentions anything about a violent death, tell me.
Okay.
If
Here,
any violent
just
death is
tell
gonna
me where you're
happen to you,
going, and
one
I
of my
can get the rest of
illusions,
the
don't
gang
worry.
out there to support you.
Don't worry, Magnus. I'll still be here to protect you.
I won't be doing anything important. I just need to do some hunting.
Okay. Well, happy hunting.
Trinket kind of just as she goes past, she says, "I'm just gonna follow him. I'll try to leave a trail. I'll send my familiar
You could
to you.
just, use your familiar to
Yeah.
contact us.
I'll do that." She
Okay.
Could
quickly
Keep him safe.
scurries. She quickly scurries after Magnus.
She gave
Cal.
me thieves mark because Errol can read that.
You're in a backpack.
Wait, so who's staying at the
That
tavern?
is true.
Cal, you, and Drock, are you following Magnus?
No.
Nope, you're just sitting in the
This
corner.
is the strong silent type.
He's sitting in the corner still. And Journey. So the three of you plus the unconscious in the backpack. As Cal kind of leads you over to a table as he pulls out this deck of cards. And you're now getting a better look at him as he kind of removes the cloak he was wearing, and you see this man is covered in tattoos. You see, and I gotta really describe this because you didn't experience it the first time. His left arm has a depiction of these thorny vines and briars that wrap down his arm, kind of weaving in and out of the skin based on how the tattoo is designed, with a black serpent that seems to be coiling through the vines, and its head resting on the back of his hand. Bright red eyes kind of almost illuminating from the skin, while his right arm is covered in these what look to be luscious vines covered in blossoms that seem to almost produce this divine glow to them, with a draconic eye on the back of his hand, the pupil containing what looks to be stars. And as he's kind of shifting these cards around as he has you sit down in front of him, you see the eye on his right hand seems to be glowing slightly.
All right, before he continues, my character's like, so you're gonna be telling my future?
I will look into your past, your present, and your future.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's fine. I actually know what beholds me. Lots of performance and, debauchery, women, all that stuff, typical stuff. We don't need to do that. So if you wanna just put those cards away, I kind of know what's going on.
gestures the cards towards you. His eyes
No,
locked onto you. And Journey, you've never seen Cal in this state. He's been very timid until this moment. He seems to be very pushy at the moment. Like, he is deeply interested. He is pushing hard on this.
Like,
my
who
character's
doesn't
like,
want a little existential dread in their life to make things interesting, right?
you say that in game?
Yeah.
Uh, existential dread I always find sours the mood. So,
If you are,
you can put that stuff away. I kind of know what's in store for me.
then you shouldn't have anything to be afraid of.
Who said I'm afraid?
Your actions. The way you're speaking. The way you're trying to avoid the cards.
All right. All right. What do you want me to do?
All right.
Let me just
As-
prove to you I know what's gonna happen.
Roll a D100 and then a D6.
Oh. D100 and then a D6. I'm still doing this with my own dice though.
Yes, it's for the best.
All right. I got an 85.
Okay.
And then you said a D6.
Yes.
5. My favorite number. Perfect.
5. He draws the first card, or you draw the first card from the deck and then he takes it from you, and he shows you. Give me a moment. I'm looking. He shows you the card, which on it you see in the direction that would be facing you, which would be the top of the card for you. You see a human woman, her mouth sewed shut, her eyes open wide, filled with fear and desperation. While the bottom that is upside down to you shows a dwarven bard speaking of tales to an audience before him with a book in hand as he kind of looks around at the crowd that seems to be listening in awe and wonder.
See, I told you.
As
Oh,
Cal
sorry.
waves his hand over the card, he says, "There's a trouble in your past that seems to be getting to you. Something that's a silence that was forced upon you. Something that didn't quite go in the favor that it was supposed to." And he kind of tilts his head slightly as he hasn't taken his eyes off you. He didn't even look at the card. He just, as he's waving his hand over it, he says, "Perhaps you didn't quite follow the path you were supposed to." And he offers the cards again. I need you to do the rolls again. You can RP while you're doing the rolls. I'm just telling you to roll again.
Yeah, my character is like, well, obviously I wasn't on the path. I don't know how I got here. I'm lost. But I don't know. To me, these cards look like me, the dwarf here, a little different in height, just slight difference. You know, entertaining a crowd. And this woman here, she's in awe of my performance. So scared she might enjoy herself too much. That's what I see. So you may want to look at it again. Or touch it again or whatever you did. But that's what I saw. 59 and a 3.
The next card he pulls shows what looks to be almost a hole torn through reality, a blackened abyss with nothing within it, the space, as everything around it seems to be getting sucked in. The card almost seeming animated, as if it is alive. He kind of looks a little.
Performances.
He glances down to the card and he looks a bit confused for a moment and just says, "This card has never been a good omen. It's one of uncertainty in one's presence normally. Something's missing, a gap, something that makes you feel incomplete and that is driving you mad."
Yeah, I've just been too good of a bard. Never had a bad performance. I think it's kind of, I don't know. I think some god's looking out for me or something because I'm getting a little scared. I haven't had a bad performance. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Then he nudges whoever the hell is next to him.
There's nobody next to you.
It's who?
There's nobody. You just kind of
Oh.
nudge at the air.
Damn.
He tilts his
All
head
right, I
slightly.
nudge and like
He
look
tilts his
over
head
to this. I'm like, oh.
As you do that, he says, "Or perhaps there's gaps in the truth." And he just kind of tilts his head to one side a little bit as he offers you the cards one last time. What is the final roll? I love these cards.
I got an 80 and then a 10 for the other one, so I don't know if that's a 90 or whatever, or just an 80.
That would be, it would be a 0, so it'd just be an 80.
Okay.
Um,
Okay. Yeah. Usually, if
Wait.
we rolled this alone, right, that would be a 10.
Yeah. If it was...
Yeah.
Well, no. Are you using two that go by intervals of
Yeah.
10?
I'm using one that goes by an interval of 10, another one that goes by an interval.
Oh, you got a 0 on one and then an 80
Yeah.
on the other. Okay, that is an 80. That
Okay.
is an 80.
And
Because
then a
the
6.
cards go from 0 to 99, or the dice go from 0 to 99. They don't ever hit 100.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
And I'm sitting here over my And you said what was the d6?
6.
6. He draws the card and he flips it over, placing it before you as you kind of pulled it out. You see upon the card there's a slash through it. The top half of the card for you shows a half-elven woman, or half-elven man offering a elven woman a bouquet of flowers as she smiles at him, he smiles at her as she looks at him with a look of shock and flattery. The other half of the card, the one that is upside down to you, shows a halfling man laughing and offering a hand to a human man who seems to have fallen prone. And he almost, as he looks over the card, there's almost a slight disappointment to him, but also an interest at the same time. As he kind of stares at the card for a moment, he kind of glances up and just says, "It seems you may not die alone in the end. That you will find someone who will be closer than just a companion."
Or, hear me out. The companion is my audience. Huh? Huh?
He shakes his head as the cards, without him touching them, seem to return to the deck. And the deck kind of shuffles itself for a moment before resting still in his hand.
My character then. Oh,
He kind of
sorry.
lets out a sigh as he lets his head hang for a moment, almost seeming tired from the fortune for a moment before pocketing the cards.
That was illuminating.
My character's like, that was a good magic trick. You ever think of performing? We could be like a 2-man duo or something. I do the songs and stuff.
He's a bard. He literally performs for a living.
He glances up at you and just says, "The cards are no performance. They only tell what is needed to be told."
Just like my songs get to
He
people's
says,
hearts.
"If you want a performance," and he pulls out this coin, he says, "What about a gamble?"
A gamble. On what? What are we gambling on?
A gold piece, you guess where the coin is going to land. Heads or tails.
Heads or tails?
And I'll let you call it.
Okay.
Okay, so he pulls out the coin.
Hold on.
You don't need to roll anything. It's going to be literally you calling heads or tails.
I'm sending you a message.
Only if you notice such an act.
Okay, how would I do so?
It would be clear if he does.
Okay.
So he flips the coin into the air, kind of making this ping noise as it launches about 2 feet above him.
Tails.
It lands as he catches it and holds his hand out, and it is on tails.
Let's go.
And he slides
you said it isn't tails?
It is on tails. He slides a gold piece forward and he says, "Why don't we double the wager?"
Double the wager.
2 gold pieces.
2 gold pieces. We've thrown both of them up?
No, he's still holding the same coin that he's flipping. He's pushed you 1 gold piece that he just gave you. He's saying 2 gold pieces into the pot now.
All right.
Flips the coin into the air.
Tails.
Catches it once again, holds it out. It's on tails again. He gives a nod. He says, "How about we do 10 gold pieces this time?"
10 gold pieces. All right. I'm really, really paying attention to it now this time. FYI,
Okay.
what I sent you. All right, go ahead, flip
He flips the coin
heads.
as he's doing it, he just like right as he flips it, he just says for all the gold and flips it.
For all gold?
He's saying for all the gold, as in like he's saying the pot. He's saying for all the gold.
Okay.
He's saying for the pot, and he flips it.
So all 10 and whatever.
Yeah. And you calling heads?
Yes.
He catches it, holds it out. It's tails. And he gives you this very sly smile. And he holds a hand
maybe you
out.
quit while you're behind.
Where's the fun in that?
Do you hand him the 10 gold?
Oh yeah. I'll go 15 for all the marbles. One last time.
He nods to you and he flips the coin and says for all the gold.
All 15 and whatever the other stuff is. All right, let me know when he flips it.
Yeah, he says for all the gold and he flipped it.
Else.
He catches it, holds it out. It's heads.
Motherfucker.
And he gives you a smile.
There was no spell cast.
You couldn't tell that there was anything cast.
Let me see that gold piece real quick.
The coin itself is actually a copper coin.
You lied to me.
No. He handed you a gold piece, not the gold piece he flipped. He had a copper coin he was flipping. He was giving you gold pieces as he lost, and then was taking gold pieces back from you.
Let me see that copper piece.
He holds it up in front of you.
I want to touch it.
It feels like a copper coin.
All right, I want to see the other side. I probably should have done this before.
Looking at either side of it, it looks to be. It's not printed like a normal copper coin would be in Almoria, but it does have one side of it has the face of a dragon, the backside has the tail of a dragon.
Ooh. Epic. All right. You got your gold. So what do you play, Bard?
Lutes.
I can play the lute and the lyre, but I'm more for storytelling and fortune telling, and well, the occasional
I lost
gamble.
15, by the way, right?
Yes, you lost 15. And he says, and the occasional gamble, as he flips the coin one more time before catching it and sliding it into a
True
pocket.
Renaissance man.
I what? What'd you say?
Nothing.
Okay, sure. Yeah, okay. Well, is that the only type of gambling you do?
Well, not in the money sense, but I mostly gamble in situations. But I often win those due to the gifts that I've been given.
And what are those gifts?
Well, I'm a healer. I tend
You're a
to
healer.
heal the sick and bring hope wherever I go.
Heal the sick. Does that include the hurt?
Yes,
Physically?
I can do that as well.
Oh, I've got a good one.
What
Hey, Cal, can you heal the drunk? Because Errol here might have overindulged. We need his fighting skills to gank some evil cultists stealing the souls of the people who live here. Pretty useful to have him back up and running.
Let me double check the spells he has at his disposal. He gives you a nod and he places a hand upon Errol, and you watch this kind of whitish purplish light kind of glow from underneath his hand. Errol, you are no longer drunk. You've been cured of poison.
Gonna ruffle my feathers. Go. How did I get here? Where are we?
You're in
Who's
a back.
this?
You're in a
Who
backpack.
is
Like,
this guy?
you're gonna love this, Errol. You'll probably wish you were a little drunk, but this is Leonardo DiCaprio II.
Yeah, and from what I
Where's
remember, you liked my songs.
Where's Magnus? I need a drink. I'm gonna crawl out of the bag.
And I'm gonna put my backpack in my bag of holding. It's literally its only purpose is to carry Errol.
Just Errol's gonna turn back and be like, "So, are you a bard? I'm assuming."
Yeah, well, that would be a useless name if I wasn't.
A
So,
bard and a bad gambler.
Hey, I was winning
oh,
at first. I was winning at first.
Yeah, and then you lost it all.
Well,
and
all was only 15 gold, so.
did you say he was glowing as well? I
N-
looked up the race.
It's like the very slightest like glow to the skin.
Errol's gonna say, based on your aura that you have, we don't like you.
Well, usually people like me a lot. I don't know what you mean by we. I think you may still be a little drunk.
No.
You hear Dalgamain speak in your head, just say, "Do not waste the energy of hate towards this one."
I was just gonna nod. He goes, "So, does your parents hate you?"
They must have if they called him Leonardo II.
Alright, you guys keep talking as you do this RP because I'm loving it. I'm gonna use that real quick.
Yeah, you're welcome, Tyler.
Anyway, Errol, Magnus is out trying to kill some cultists, stealing the soul of the magic ghost people who live here. Want to go help them? I'm sure it'll be like fun for all.
Yeah, I need to collect some souls anyway. This one's getting hungry.
Okay, collect the cultist souls,
What?
not the ghost people souls. We're trying to save those.
Gotcha.
My character
Bad
just does
people
the,
souls.
you know like the meme where it's just the guy kind of blinks a little bit and then turns his head like, what? You know what I'm talking about?
Oh yeah, Arrow
My
here
character did that.
has like made a pact with some kind of demon thing, and can. Do you eat souls, Arrow? I'm not entirely sure what your whole deal is now.
I don't know if I eat the souls or if he
Oh,
does, but
so you're the middleman, right?
I think I'm the middleman. I simply obtain the souls. This one, and I pull out, rummage through my bag of holding, pull out the skull. This one just eats people, which I need to wake him up eventually.
You know, I heard from my my uncle that eating people is not cool. So, you know, you may want to not do that, but to each their own, I guess.
And is your uncle also named Leobardo?
Oh no, his name's Kevin.
Of course
Oh,
it's
even
Kevin.
shittier.
Of course it's fucking Kevin.
Okay, you never met this guy, Arrow, but early on in our travels, there was this water genasi named Chad. I'm getting a similar energy off of Leo here.
I forgot about Chad.
Yeah,
Right, but maybe we'll be lucky and he'll evaporate into the sky too.
I
Well,
was
I
gonna
do
kind
have
of
wings.
walk up. Can I do a insight check? Or is
Remember,
Yes.
that or
Tyler's not here right now.
perception?
You
Is
can
that
roll.
the right thing?
Are you trying to look into his motives or something, or what are you trying to do?
I'm just trying to look into him because he seems just. At first, he's gonna. Are you a ghost or are you actually real?
Me?
Who else would I be talking to, Bard?
Someone who is more ghost-like, probably.
I mean, you
Look
are
around.
like literally glowing.
Oh
Yeah, look
yeah.
around,
Well, that's
bud.
just my beautiful aura. Speaking of which, I don't know how I got here, so I don't know why you were kind
Okay,
of attacking me like that, because
so
I'm not here by
I
choice.
can't keep calling you Leobardo. So considering you can't be turned off, I'm just gonna call you Dayglow.
I'm
I was
not
gonna
going
call
to. I
Nightlight.
will actually. You know what? I'll respond more to Dayglow, so you should probably call me Leobardo. Don't
Do you
want me to
glow more
respond.
if we punch you?
Is it annoying that I glow?
I'm just not a fan of
I mean,
blessed
what
ones.
if you're sharing quarters with somebody and like turn off the lights to sleep, but the guy in the bunk next to you is just like putting out rays of light.
Yeah, what do we
Well,
do in that situation?
that is not my problem. So
I mean,
I don't know
do
what to tell
you
you.
put like blackout curtains over you, like so you don't blind
Leo,
you?
you would
Like,
know you don't.
I
You,
feel
Leo, you
I've
would
been
know that you wouldn't glow in. You don't glow in the dark. It's just in the
Oh.
light. It has the slight like glow to
oh,
it.
he's
Well,
a Twilight vampire.
I'm going
Oh,
to
shit. No.
I'm
Fuck.
going Hold on. If you guys didn't know that already, you still don't, because I'm not gonna acknowledge
Celtic,
that.
check your DM.
So my character goes, well, I've been told that it's kind of like a cat purring, it's kind of like a calming presence. But I don't think you guys have that emotion, so I guess that sucks for you guys.
Well,
Uh,
yeah, I'm gonna call you Nightlight.
I'm gonna talk even more then.
Leo, real
I know how
quick,
much you
roll
like
a
it.
deception check for me.
You said me?
Yeah, roll a deception check for me.
Okay. Ah,
Oh,
I got a nat 1.
fuck. Yeah, you're not gonna like that. I'm gonna send you.
Yeah, send me what you rolled. I'd like to know. And then I will send you whispers because
Okay.
I'm enjoying the whispers thing because it makes it more interesting.
Did you,
Um,
did you see that?
Ah, shit. Okay, I see.
Errol has very good insight stats.
I have good deception when I don't roll a nat 1.
Yeah, what bard college are you?
One of them, that's for sure. That's personal information.
Oh, what college did you attend?
I don't know the name. Hold on, I need a message, Tyler.
Did you have
Are
the-
you
did
talking about actual game college, like literal, like in the world, or the actual Bard college that I'm in, like the class?
Actual bard college.
Oh. Hold on, I don't remember what it's called when I find it.
What's your subclass, mate?
I am a motherfucking College of Lore.
One of those.
What's that supposed to mean?
College of Eloquence.
You guys were, if I remember correctly, you guys were pretty snobby when I was going to school.
No, we're just basically the best you can be at,
Oh,
things
yeah,
perfect.
okay,
Things people
sure.
typically categorize as being bardic.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, there's
Well,
stuff that falls outside of that. You lore guys can you can do some extra magic things, but
I mean, if you
Errol's-
want to be a boring bard, I guess, but you guys are all like sticks in the mud, right? I mean, clearly, because you guys, it didn't look like you were having a lot of fun before I got here.
Errol's gonna look
Driving
you up
everything
and
up.
down and just go, You don't seem like Journey.
That's a compliment. I'll take that.
You want to take it that way.
Well, I
So,
am. That's how you
What
meant
are
it, sir.
you? Actually,
A celestial.
not what I meant.
Oh, what did you mean?
Can I roll a sleight of hand to try to take your... Was it a liar?
Yes.
yeah, he uses a liar.
Roll a sleight of hand check to combat
Take
him.
a big ass fucking guitar that I am holding.
This is
You
a
said, what
monk.
do I roll?
You roll a sleight of hand check against him.
Oh, I roll a sleight of hand check as
Good
well.
luck. I have a +9 on a 17.
All right, hold up. All right, hold up. Let me. I'm sending you a message, Tyler.
Oh fuck. Okay, here we go. Tonight's the night of
Errol's-
whispers.
Errol's about to dash for that liar.
You snagged a gem from a dragon, so I feel like Errol has developed a pretty big confidence in his ability to snatch whatever the fuck he wants. You're sending me a message, you say?
Yeah, I was just looking stuff up.
Errol's getting
In my-
cocky.
Okay, whatever.
I still
Did
need
it,
to
Arrow?
drink the dodecahedron. God.
Yeah, crack that thing open like an egg so it gets purple yolk.
Now that I'm sober, my next after I help Magnus.
I got an 18 on sleight of hand, by the way.
Okay.
I got a 26.
Okay. What do you say as he takes this from you? Bard.
That was quite rude. I'm not gonna lie.
Listen,
Errol,
pal.
real quick though, wisdom save.
Wisdom save. Ah, look. Okay, I'm not proficient yet, but I will be soon.
I'm not proficient yet.
19.
Okay, yeah, you're good.
All right.
Listen, your confidence may be misplaced, but ours isn't.
I'm gonna grab the lyre and just look at it up and down. Can I?
Investigation check.
What the hell? Can I shake it? Is that a thing?
You could just
Investigation
roll
check.
investigation to see if you can figure out anything about this liar.
Fuck! I got a nat 20.
Wow. All right, we're about to learn some things, aren't we?
Give us that deep lore.
So it looks like a regular liar for the most part. As you kind of like look over, you do notice though, embedded like deep inside of it, you notice that there seems to be a sort of arcane crystal lodged within its form.
What's
Something
the rock?
that looks like a. You've seen wizards and other magic practitioners use such a shard before in order to use as a conduit for spells.
Okay. So I just kind of look at it. Look up. We're like, so you say you're a bard?
That's what my name says.
What are you actually, though? This little gem.
You just said it.
I didn't think we'd get to this point in the session.
What's up, Errol?
There's some runes in here. A little crystal as well.
Oh, so it's a casting focus. This guy isn't a real bard.
I am in fact a real bard. My name has bard in it. That means I'm a bard. I don't know if you know what the word bard means.
So if I take this away from you, can you not cast?
The crystal or the lyre?
All of it. And then Errol sidesteps into a shadow, disappears into...
It's still lit in here. There is no shadows.
Even underneath, like, the tabletop?
There's
tabletop,
like
the
there's light
bar?
reaching underneath the tables because there's plenty of light
Damn.
sources in here.
I'm like, all right, just gonna dash somewhere.
Hey,
Dash
can I have
into
that?
the back
Hey,
row.
give me that back.
Good luck catching me, fucker.
Errol, Trinket setting her familiar to lead us the way to Magnus. Just start going towards it, I guess.
Gotcha.
Alright, hold on.
I guess that's one way to get this show on the road. Want to kick some butt, cow?
Hop out. Errol's hopping out the
sure.
window, by the way. Just straight out the window.
How about you, Andraka? You in the mood
Yo,
to crack some
I'm
heads?
doing the same thing again, sir. Tyler.
Yeah, you're doing it again on
Yeah. Before, hold on.
same person.
Yeah, but 1 second.
I need to do another saving throw.
I think so.
Hold up.
I already have it set. Oh, it's not looking good for me. Oh, no.
Alright, go ahead.
Okay.
11.
What do you say, Leo?
Alright. Alright. Message you.
What?
What?
Say it out loud.
No, he's gonna describe what happens.
Oh. I feel like Doctor Strange.
Wait,
in
so did you
reverse.
fly through? Oh, I have.
I
even
I
with
hopped
the
out the
thing?
window.
Even with the thing? Okay.
So the way
Alright.
the way it
Out the
works,
window.
the way the thing you're doing, I'm just gonna explain it out loud instead of typing all this. The way it would work with the thing you are doing, you have to have a phrase catalyst in order to start it, and it sounds
don't
like a
know what
normal.
that
It sounds like a normal sentence. Generally, you'd say like, "Would you kindly" or something like that, or "May I offer a suggestion" or something like that. Like that's how you would trigger it.
Okay, cool. So you flew through the window, yes?
I want it to be known that I hopped out the window.
You were like hopping
So-
out the window as this is happening, as he is saying
Okay.
these words. Like you are
I
just in
do
range
have
to hear
a-
him.
Okay, cool.
All right, I
What
say,
happens?
come back, give me my lyre, and apologize.
Errol,
Do I
you land
do that?
outside, and you feel this urge to just go back inside, and you find yourself bringing him back his lyre without any rhyme or reason within your head of why you did it. And the moment you hand it back to him, this haze that's formed in your head disappears.
Wait, he didn't apologize.
Oh yeah, you have to apologize.
Okay,
Apologize,
so Errol-
and then you. The
Errol
haze goes away.
apologized. The haze goes away. And be like,
Yeah.
Witchcraft. Kick him in the knee.
Attack roll.
Hey, you have easy access.
I want an attack roll. I want you to kick him in the knee.
All right, I'm
Unarmed
kicking
strike.
him in the knee. I got a 13 plus 9. That's a 21.
That's a hit.
How do
Wait,
reactions work?
13 plus 9, that'd be 22, right?
Oh, even better. Bad
All
math.
right, never mind. Never mind. I'm not even gonna waste that.
Ignore that because it's just giving me straight
mean-
fours.
It hit me, so
All right, I just kicked you in like the shin.
wait, how much damage did it do?
You don't. You can
Oh.
can make it so it doesn't do damage. To be honest,
Yeah, no, it doesn't. There's no damage. I'm
Yeah.
just kicking you in the shin.
he kicks you hard. in the
Quite
shin.
rude. I'm not gonna lie. You're the one who stole something from me.
Keep that up, and I'll unleash this one on you.
Oh no, I'm so scared. Wait, what does it look like?
It's the skull. I'm holding the skull in my hand.
Yeah, the
Oh
skull that-
no, so scared. You're gonna release a dead creature on me.
Errol's gonna chuckle and look at Journey and just, if only he knew.
Yes. Quite amusing.
Can I do a investigation check or some kind of check to see what the fuck that is? By the way, Is it
Your
Arcana?
choice
I'll just
of
tell you.
your choice of history, arcana, religion, or nature.
You said history, arcana, religion, or nature.
Yes,
That's all fucking. So it doesn't even matter.
it's an intelligence-based check. You would have to know something about something.
Yeah, fucking 9.
9. It looks like a deer skull, but it has sharp teeth, so it's clearly not that.
Wendigo.
How would you
Wait,
know
I mean,
that?
sorry, no, that's not what I meant. That was, I mean, my character didn't say that. That was me saying that.
Yeah.
I forgot it actually is a Wendigo.
I told him about
Metagaming,
the
you're
skull.
correct. In game, you have no
No.
fucking clue.
Yeah, no, That's literally actually the first thing that fucking came into mind. Legitimately, I actually temporarily forgot what it was.
Then I did a good job at. Then I did a good job
You
making
should
it.
have seen it. That thing was terrifying.
That was. Awesome.
I was thinking of Until Dawn that has Wendigos in there. I was like, Wendigo?
No, traditional. We're talking traditional, like Native American lore.
If you
Okay, well,
scroll
I
up
mean,
in the
I
game
know,
chat,
but-
there's an image of it.
Oh yeah, higher
That's
up in the.
Yeah, it's
crazy.
Senpai Celtic. Yeah,
It's a beautiful picture. I love that picture.
this is what I'm gonna be used at. That
I was debating on casting my like. Well, actually, I couldn't cast my. No, I could. Yeah, I was debating on casting my most powerful spell, not as most powerful. When you flew out, I was like, oh wait, I still have a spell slot here. Let me just do this.
All right.
Like,
What do you say?
oh, my character says that was quite rude when you kicked me in the shin.
No,
You know, I think
the
I
skull.
no, I think it was quite proportionate retribution for like mindjacking someone.
He stole my lyre. He stole my instrument of.
Well,
Right.
you were the one lying in the first place.
Who said I was
stole your
lying?
rock.
Cal is
The
just
little
sitting.
rune in
Cal
there.
has sat back down by this point, and you kind of notice he has this like crimson weasel in his hand that he's like petting as he's kind of chuckling to himself as he watches you guys have this conversation.
Sorry.
Cal
Alright,
is
enough of-
behind you laughing at you guys.
Like,
Enough
no,
of this bard or not bard. I'm gonna go find our berserker.
All right. Well, your best bard, me, is coming with you. I can.
And he's gonna
Should I come
gonna
with or should
scoff,
I stay
not
here?
a bard.
Oh, yeah,
Come
you know
with.
what? Yeah, but 3 bards will have a band. That'll be fun. A band of bards.
Yeah,
Nice like
bards.
wordplay.
All
You
right.
hear that, Errol?
He's just gonna cough. And just
You're
go,
only a bard
"Not a
by
bard."
name. It's a technicality.
I'm
Hey,
sorry.
Andraka, want to go cannon blast some people with lightning?
With lightning, can I do it with fire?
It's more impressive the way he does it.
Yeah, Andraka, let's go get some souls.
It might be soul
Bring me
collecting if
this.
you're into that.
I'm not, but you know,
Not you.
whatever. Sounds like fun.
I just get up and walk out the door.
All right,
All right.
that's good enough for us.
Andraka is very fun at parties.
You can.
Errol's gonna turn around and go, "The day you make Andraka dance is the day I believe you're a bard."
All right, I got a goal now. Let's go.
I have a goal now.
Errol's just gonna smirk as he walks out.
All right. You all head out. I'm gonna see if her familiar notices you, which she does. The snowy owl, the kind of dwarf smory English, the kind of dwarf snow owl kind of comes flying down to you, landing on.
Does your familiar have a name?
She's never named it,
Ah.
or she's never said
I
the
will
name
name
if there
it.
is name.
Wait, did your character ask if it has a name?
Yeah,
I think-
out of character.
Out of character? Oh, never mind.
So,
Trinket's never
DM.
said its name, so you don't know if it
I
has a
feel
name
like
or
my
not.
character would ask what name it is. Hey, what's your what does it look like again? I'm kind of retarded.
It is a very tiny snow owl.
Yo, what is your? Do I know it? Like it is a snow owl? I'm not that stupid, right?
Well, Trinket's not with you, who's the familiar
Ah.
belongs to. It landed on Journey's shoulder.
Oh, okay. Well, I said to Journey, yo, what's the owl's name?
Trinket has never said its name.
Oh, okay. Well, it is now henceforth named Powder. That's its name.
I expected a worse name.
You watch
From
it. You watch it look at you, Journey, and shake its head, and then take flight. It starts guiding you in the direction it needs to go.
I don't think they
Errol's
like it.
gonna take flight as well and follow the owl.
I'm gonna also take flight because I could do that. Yeah, that's right.
Okay, I guess Andraka and I are just gonna walk.
And Cal.
Oh, sorry, Cal.
This is the best.
It's like he's and as
best
Cal
part
kind of comes up
flies.
next to you, just says, "I could fly if I wished to, but I can only do it so many times a day, so I'd rather just walk."
By me, it makes me feel less inadequate.
I don't think you're an adequate Journey.
I
as
do.
I'm flying away. I kick him in air.
It's very sweet, Errol, but
Actually,
This
no.
nose is
Errol's gonna turn around midair and land, and then walk with you. Just a little owl walk.
no, I'll just bring him up on my shoulder. Since he came down here, I'm gonna carry him.
Climb up on her backpack, or her back, and just hang off. It's like a child hanging off your back. All right, we'll jump to Magnus real quick, who's had plenty of time to do some hunting. Magnus, I'm gonna give you a choice.
Yeah, no. Okay.
Investigation or survival.
Yeah, survival.
Okay.
It's just that it's in your safety.
21.
21. You search around for a while, Trinket staying by your side. You do get the scent off the individual, and with your sense of smell due to your bestial side that you have, the smells you're catching is, you do recognize the smell of an orc. Tabaxi, you are also getting a draconic smell off of this chick's path, the scent that she's left behind. And you follow for quite a bit of time, encountering a few broken barrels, a fence that looks to have been pried. The boards have been pried apart. You do find places where there are people or spirits, technically, who seem to be speaking amongst each other about something that they saw and look concerned, some of them. And as you kind of move about, you end up finding yourself at kind of on the edge of like the little Coliseum fight pit that is in like the center of town. And the scent seems to go into one of the kind of back areas of this fight pit.
Right.
And around this point, Trinket's kind of looking about, and she kind of grabs you for a moment before you watch her eyes kind of almost fog over for a moment as she seems to be channeling her familiar for a brief minute. Says, "The others are on their way. They're close. If you want to wait." She says,
Like I
"Just
said, I'm
tap
not going
tap
to
tap me
wait
if
for you.
you say yes, because I can't hear you."
Magnus, where are we currently? Like, where's Trinket standing?
She is right next to you, and you guys are about like
Yeah, like in a like where are they? Like where are they both?
Oh yeah.
Magnus would be standing at a doorway that's like leading to like this back area of the fight pits where like it's a place that a fighter could like the where fighters go in and they prepare to go do their fights. It's one of
Magnus is
two.
going to lead Trinket around a corner so they're not like in immediate view of this doorway, and then leave them.
As you kind of like lead her and she kind of stops and you pull away, she kind of mutters, Magnus? You turn the corner as she drops the link, looking around confused as you slip out of sight.
Like, I'm not trying to hide from them. It's just like if they were sitting around with that familiar stuff for long enough, like he would just be nonchalantly walking away.
No, yeah, it was like a brief moment. You started walking away, she dropped it, but you had turned a corner, so she didn't quite see where you went, per
Yeah.
se. Like she has a moment of dazing because the transferring between herself and the familiar is it can be a little disorientating if you just got moved and the person that was next to you is now gone.
Yeah, so I'm just because I want to follow this trail until I'm confident wherever like I'm kind of close to some kind of hideout or lair.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
So yeah, I mean yeah, that's what I'm doing.
So you go into the little back area of this fight pit. Um, and you do find inside there looks to be uh, a small. There looks to be a couple of bottles that look to have been drunk from and emptied that are just left on a bench. The scent of this tabaxi very heavy on them, as well as the orc. Before the scent kind of continues towards this doorway that leads up towards where like the stands are, kind of up into the like a staircase going up into the stands that are around this fight pit.
All right. Yeah, no, like when I see that, I'm gonna leave and I'm gonna find like the closest. Yeah, I'm just gonna find like the closest tavern. I'm gonna find the closest place where I can get some sleep, where I can go inside and get some sleep.
Okay, so you come back out, Trinket still standing there. The others coming around a corner at this time, the tiny little snow owl guiding them that quickly returns to Trinket and lands on her shoulder. And the others you see as the others of you turn the corner, you see Magnus coming out of the Coliseum, one of the back entrances of it, with Trinket looking a little confused before she notices him coming out. Kind of lets out a sigh.
Actually, no, I'm just like, how long? What's the shortest I can take a short rest?
It's an hour.
Yeah, no, I'm legit just going to like lean against the nearest wall and just chill for an hour.
Okay. So you guys, as you guys turn the corner, see Magnus just kind of sit down, just kind of relax for a moment. This is
Why is
more...
big man sleeping?
He's
I
not.
say that to Trinket.
He's not sleeping. He's just kind of sitting there, just like chilling.
Okay. Like, so you find them? Are they already dead?
No.
Hmm. Should I go scout the area?
No.
It's nighttime, right?
Yeah, it's still dark.
Can I roll a stealth?
Yes. Roll a stealth
Oh,
check.
you're going to. What are you going to do?
Nothing yet. First one was a 16. I have advantage. Second one is also okay. So 16 plus
You're 9, so
9.
25. Yeah, you've vanished. Nobody notices.
All right.
Nobody is
make you
none the
invisible.
wiser. He just
I
vanishes.
just disappear.
Errol like takes a step back and just vanishes into darkness. No one ever noticed him do that.
I'm gonna take flight, and also I'm going to use pass without a trace.
Oh, to increase your stealth roll as you get in the
It
air.
was
Yep.
gonna make you invisible to increase it even further, but no, you just had to leave first.
Well, you wouldn't have noticed.
Invisibility
You
is
would be
temporary.
talking. So
Yeah.
roll another stealth check if you're doing like reconnaissance and trying to be sneaky.
Me?
Yes.
Okay. Does pass without a trace do anything? No.
Pass
there's
without
no
trace gives you a
bonus to it.
+10 to your stealth.
Jesus Christ. Okay. So you're telling me that
You're getting a +19.
You're
You're getting a
I think you made
+19
the
to your
roll.
stealth check. You literally have to fail in order to be noticed. That's really what it comes down to.
So you're telling me my 18 is in reality quick maths.
You
I
have a
can't do this.
37.
What, 37?
You rolled a 37 in stealth.
All right. No
not-
one is seeing me.
It's not the highest I've seen in stealth, but it's up there. I think the highest I've
God,
seen was I think it was almost 50.
Jesus.
The person had like 10 buffs and their stealth was like a +18. So, you know. There's some build there's some setups for some rogues that are like broken because you will never find them. They just disappear.
Errol just became darkness essentially.
You are embracing your ability.
Oh right. Gonna take to the. This is the Coliseum, right?
Yeah, you're at the Coliseum.
All right. I'm just going to the front entrance. If I'm this sneaky, I'm just kind of.
Oh, you can fly over. You can fly over the top because it's.
Oh yeah, I'll just do that.
You come over the top. You see, as you kind of come over, there are people currently fighting within the pit. Looks to be the fights generally here seem to be there are spirits, but even though people are taking damage, they don't seem to bleed all that much, if any, mainly because they're spirits. But there are a lot of people fighting, and as you kind of roll me a perception check, actually.
Okay.
Because I want to see what you would notice within the crowds and such.
I got a 24 because I got a 13.
You notice all sorts of people within this crowd, as well as a cloaked figure who's wearing the kind of black cloak, covering up most of their right side, while the left side's a tiny bit exposed, revealing this black fur. And an orcish figure by their side, dressed in warmer clothes as they both kind of watch the fights below.
Are they in the stands watching
They're
the fights?
in the top of the stands.
Okay. I want to kind of make note of that. Is there anyone else out of the ordinary around the stands?
Looking about, you don't. Most of them seem to belong here in some way, shape, or form. They're not all Goliaths and they're not all like the races that are around here. The Goliaths, there's a few dragonborns, dwarves, things of that nature. Like there are some that don't seem to fit in at all. You see like one or two. There's one or two like firbolgs. There's a minotaur or two as well. The races you don't see, there are no lizard folk here.
Not shocked.
But you do see as well like kobolds, leonins, halflings. There are one or two gnomes as well. They're a little harder to see within the crowd. A couple Ganassis as well. Just very diverse crowd. And the two fighting in the pit currently looks to be it's a Goliath and a human that seem to be fighting each other within the pit.
Oh,
And the human
Errol's
looks to
gonna
be
make-
winning the fight at the moment, but
Errol's gonna make a mental note and then return back to the group and kind of just land next to Magnus and take the hour short rest.
okay.
I'll take a short rest as well.
As I land, I'm just gonna be like, so it seems like a mostly normal Coliseum, at least for this area, but there's a cloaked figure and a orc up
Those are
watching.
the two that need to die.
Well, they haven't done anything yet. They're just watching right now.
The one with the cloak consumed a soul. The orc is their protector.
You're talking about a black fur tabaxi?
Yes.
Hmm.
Well, Magnus, do you want to move now, or do you want to rest? And
I need to wait.
All right.
Yeah.
Short rest. It is.
Short rest.
1 hour. Get me back them key
Okay.
points.
So you guys take your hour rest.
What do short rests give me back?
If you've taken damage, you can roll from your hit pool to regain health. There's certain abilities. If you just click the short rest button on your character sheet, it should give you back anything that you would get back that you expended that you get during a short rest. I don't think you have anything. But
Yeah, I don't see a single short rest button anywhere.
It's up top. You're
of
gonna
the
hit.
page.
it's between
It's right
share
next
and
to
short
share.
Oh,
and
yeah.
long rest.
Never mind. There it is.
It's literally right there, bro. What are you talking about?
Short rest taken.
All right, so you all take your short rest, hearing the cheering of the fights within, as throughout the time that you were resting, and as you finish your rest, you do notice that there are a few people that come out of the little kind of fighter's chamber. Is looking a little beaten and battered, but seem to be talking to one another and laughing and heading towards one of the taverns is to relax a bit from their little night of fighting. You do still hear fighting. It's still nighttime.
Okay. I'm gonna cast Pass Without a Trace again and Stealth. I got a nat 20. I don't even give a fuck anymore.
You take off. No one notices you once you just vanish again. Heading off. You do see the cloaked figure and the orc. They seem to be shifting along kind of the edge of the Colosseum. Kind of moving along towards one of the staircases on the far side of the Colosseum.
I'm just gonna be overhead watching them. There's no okay, I'm trying to get a good idea of this Coliseum. Is there any like tunnels underneath the Coliseum where fighters would go? Or is it just
there are
open seating?
doorways there are doorways underneath where the seating is
Okay.
that lead into chambers that are underneath parts of the seating, and there are staircases that lead down into those chambers from the seating area.
So are they going down one of the staircases to the chambers?
It looks to be they're going down a different staircase than one of the chamber ones.
Okay, that's what I was just double checking. All right, yeah, I'll just keep overhead, keep an eye on them.
Okay, the rest of you. What's your
I'm
plan?
I'm gonna basically follow the trail again until I just keep going what I would have followed if I kept following the trail, basically.
I'm just gonna follow Magnus because he's the tracker.
I'm gonna follow Magnus because He obviously needs a healer, and I'm the only one here who can heal him.
Shit.
What a
Cal,
bet.
Cal follows, and Trinket does as well as you all kind of head up into the stands.
Anyways, I continue. Oh, sorry. I thought you were talking about him healing. Them being able to heal.
You all
Joke.
head up into the stands though, and roll a perception check.
All of us?
Just whoever wishes to, you can give them advantage if you would like.
What's the best
yeah, okay.
perception again?
I have
Yeah,
plus
21.
3. Okay, yeah, give him an advantage.
Yeah, okay.
Oh no, yeah. I made a 21 on a flat roll, no advantage. So
Here,
Don't worry about
roll
it.
another time. Let's see if anything else happens.
that one would have been a 17.
Okay.
Okay, so looking about, you do not see the individuals. You do still have the scent, and you do hit a point where it's thicker, I guess would be the term, or more potent. Before it trails off again towards one of the other staircases.
Gonna follow it.
Errol, you
Gotta
see them walking away from the Colosseum, heading off towards what looks to be this kind of more open square of sorts. There are a lot of people that are out in the street. There are a couple that are like kind of wrestling and drinking and having a good time. It just overall, this looks like a frat house situation of just a bunch of brutes on this street.
Do I see the rest of the party?
You see
where they're
them
heading?
going down the staircase as these two are heading towards this square.
Okay, so opposite directions.
Yeah. The party is heading after them. Magnus seems to be tracking. It's just they're
Okay.
lagging behind a bit.
I will just continue following them.
Okay.
I just want to double check. If I went down to talk to them, that I would have to re-roll for stealth, right?
I might make you reroll anyways at some point.
Okay, fair enough. But would that trigger it?
It depends. I'd like to see what you would do, and then I would decide.
Errol's gonna take note of where the two people are going towards the square. You said, and just casually glide, not land or anything, just glide by the group a little overhead and just go the square, and then circle back around to follow them.
That streamlines things.
Everyone roll perception checks for me.
Everyone?
Except for Errol. Except for Errol.
He says specifically Errol.
Nat 20,
No,
so I
it's
have a
okay.
23.
Journey definitely heard you.
Okay.
Oh, yo, Nat 1, let's go.
You are in
Yeah,
your own
not
head.
20.
Okay.
Just like in real life.
Two of you heard it. Trinket seems to have heard it as well. Cal is just kind of looking about, kind of taking in the city, as he's now getting to see it better with the people all around. So you hear the square, which is obviously an indication of where they're going. And you head that way. After a bit of walking, and Errol, you would see the Tabaxi and the orc kind of stop on one end of the square, kind of speaking to one another. I'm gonna roll something real quick. Check some stat stuff.
Do they see me?
You do see them talking for a moment, and you do see the Tabaxi kind of mutter something as these where is it? These 7 small little orbs of light begin to kind of float around her. She kind of mutters something, and then they kind of keep walking.
Can I cast Mage Armor?
Still just following them.
You haven't seen this, so you wouldn't know. You could cast Mage Armor, though, if you know there's a fight, which you would know. So you could cast Mage Armor, yes.
I'm going to cast Mage Armor.
So the rest of you keep following Magnus, you actually do see them some distance away by this point. Seeing the Tabaxi kind of looking about as she's walking, these small little orbs of light kind of floating around her as she walks. And you notice that a lot of people seem to be getting out of the way of her and the orc as they're walking. Seeming to just, like, unlike how most people are in this town where it's like most people will, like, casually pass each other, these people seem to be making arcs in order to avoid her as she keeps walking.
How high up vertically are the rooftops?
There are a few that are 1 story. There are a couple that are 2 to 3.
Yeah, I need feet.
I would say probably the lowest roof would probably be about 12, 13 feet.
Okay.
What is the orc wearing?
The orc seems to have this, like, you can tell he has a set of like plated armor on, as well as these furs that kind of wrap around it, seeming to be like a mantle of sorts that seem to be trying, like, keeping him warm.
Okay.
Okay, so how tall of a building can I get on top of with a vertical leap of 25 feet?
Wouldn't that be like a 2nd story?
You could, yeah, you could get to a 2nd story. Yeah, I'm doing the math in my head.
Yeah, I'm just gonna do that and like try to use the rooftops as a way to speed up my advance.
Okay. Athletics checks. Or check.
Oh
Just
yeah,
to
no,
see.
that 25 feet jump was like
Oh, I'm just saying,
was
like, this is going to determine how fast you move compared to what you were doing.
all right. Okay, let's see here. Athletics. That's gonna be a 23.
23. You make some ground. You get closer to them than you were before.
Okay. I
Kind of
just
gaining some ground. Are you trying to do this in any kind of stealthy manner whatsoever?
yeah, I am.
Roll a stealth check for me.
19.
19. Okay.
We all roll stuff.
Just him. He's on the roof. You guys are falling on foot. You guys would be moving a bit slower. You guys aren't making any ground. You guys are kind of keeping the same distance. Magnus is slowly inching towards these individuals.
Are they making any new moves or anything?
As of the current moment, you notice they aren't. All that's been noticed is there are these small motes of light floating around the tabaxi, and that is it. There is, other than that, there seems to be nothing that is changing.
Yeah, I just need to get close enough that a 38-foot jump is able to get me next to the tabaxi.
Okay.
Errol is simply waiting for his cue.
As you guys kind of near the edge of the town, you get within the range as they are stepping just outside of the kind of town limits. Moving along kind of towards one of the mountains that's nearby. But you are within range to attempt this if you would like.
Yeah, I'm gonna go into a rage. I'm going to jump far side of the orc. Gonna jump next to the tabaxi. And basically this is just a blitz. I want to try to grapple the tabaxi.
Would I notice him doing this? Like, have some insight?
You would see him jumping. You would be able to see him jumping. You would also notice the tabaxi, as he makes this jump, snaps a finger. And one of the motes of light grows in size and hurtles towards you, Magnus.
A what?
One of the motes of light.
Am I able to
And
cast the thing as a reaction? Or no.
what are you trying to cast?
Counterspell.
You can try.
Can I?
You need to roll a d20.
Okay, is that how that works?
Yes. Let me double check what specifically you have to roll for it. That's
Oh no, it's a spell save DC, I think.
You do 10 plus that's the DC. You have to roll against it. I think you just roll a flat. Making an ability check using your spell count. So you would roll a d20 plus your it would be charisma for you.
My spell attack or just straight charisma?
Just straight charisma.
Huh, okay. I got a 17.
You try to do this, try to send this out. Nothing happens as this strikes Magnus, hitting you for. Let me do the math in my head again. 29 points of radiant damage. As the Tabaxi looks towards you with a smirk on her face, as the half-orc draws a sword. I need everyone to roll initiative.
I was gonna say I was gonna dive at the same time Magnus was jumping, aiming for the orc.
Yeah, so it's still an initiative.
Nat 1.
Because
So
he's in the
I
air.
have 6.
Yeah.
Nat 1.
21.
Gucci.
17.
I have
It's
so many dice to
rolling.
roll, so many where's the paper?
24.
So Errol's 24. Magnus was 21, right?
Yeah.
What are the other rolls?
I got a 17.
And I got a 6.
13.
And track
Let's
Journey.
see. I'm rolling it on here just to see if I get another 4 with this.
Trinkets here. Oh, I gotta roll for Cal as well. Cal's pretty low down there. Roll for these two individuals.
Oh, that's a beautiful 4 coming on there.
It's just all 4s, isn't it? It's all been 4s on the website?
It's all 4s. Yeah, the website's straight 4s, no matter what I roll.
That's pretty fucking funny.
I'm hoping this gets fixed soon, because it's been, what, 2 weeks?
It's been longer than that. It's been like a month.
Jesus.
Okay, Errol, you are first in the initiative order. As you are dive bombing towards the Tabaxi and the orc.
I'm gonna do an unarmored strike in the form of a kick to the orc to try to knock him back.
Okay.
So I need a roll for the hit DC. And that is that's a 20. Does 23 hit?
23 does hit.
All right. Dude, Jesus Christ. Oh, I'm gonna have to start changing up the die for this. 6. That. Okay, 5 plus 6. I do 11 hit damage, and then I'm going to cast Stunning Strike. Oh wait, I also need to roll for sneak attack. Procs it.
It's not sneak attack because it didn't procs you. It wouldn't procs here.
It is okay. Oh, I don't have advantage. That's right. Okay. Yeah, I'm just gonna use Stunning Strike on the orc boy. Now that I know that it's apparently broken.
What is the DC for that?
He needs a 15.
And what'd you roll for damage?
It was 11. Yeah.
Okay. You strike him. He barely flinches.
Can I use my bonus action to flurry of blows?
Yes. Spend another key point.
All right. Sorry, I did like retype the numbers on here. Does a 19 hit?
That just misses.
Okay.
And as you
All right.
miss, he is going to riposte and is going to attempt to strike you with his scimitar. Does a 27 hit?
Yes, of course.
All right. He is going to strike you for 7 points of slashing and 7 points of radiant. As his
that
sword
radiant one's
glows,
beefy.
as it glows slightly as it strikes you.
I take double since I'm vulnerable to radiant, right?
Yes, you would take double the radiance of 14.
Got it. All right.
And it is now Magnus's turn, who is in the air, so you will be landing on the beginning of your turn. Next to the tabaxi.
Cool, I'm gonna grapple her.
Roll your athletics check. She's going to roll
I
against you.
crit.
You crit?
Yeah.
What is the total?
That would be a 29.
You barely get your hands on her, getting kind of hold of her right arm, which as you do this, you tear the cloak slightly and revealing draconic scales underneath the cloak. She hisses
The
at
scaly.
you.
All right.
And,
Okay.
yeah. So do what
So-
you grabbed her. You have a bonus action now.
Yeah, I mean, well, now that they're grappled, such a small die for it, but because they're grappled, they automatically take 1 damage.
Oh no!
So
1 damage. Oh, whatever shall I do?
a lot of things I've dealt with have lived on 1, bud. So I don't know. All right. Let's see here. So 27 to hit.
That hits.
That's gonna be 17 slashing damage and 10 psychic damage. Then it's gonna be, let's see here,
You should only have 1 attack if you're doing a bonus action with this.
rage ability.
Oh, does that give you 1 attack, 1 extra attack? I'm
Yep.
confused. I've not actually looked at your thing.
Yeah, that.
Because it's under the claws.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
Trying to do math here. There we go.
So that's gonna be 25 to hit.
That hits.
That's gonna be 16 slashing and 9 psychic damage. And yeah, that's my turn. Yeah, that is my turn.
All right, it is now her turn. As she is going to use this opportunity as you are very close to her at the moment, and she is going to attempt to bite you and claw at you. First is going to be a 26 to hit.
Yep.
You will take, as she drives her fangs into your arm, you are going to take 11 points of piercing damage and 2 points of acid damage, as it seems that her saliva has some sort of acidic property to it. And she is also going to attempt 2 claw attacks. The first is going to miss, I know that. The second will hit because it is much higher than your... It's almost a 30.
Jesus.
And she is going to hit you for... This next one is going to be 11 points of slashing. And the last one is going to be... Does it... Oh, I know 17 doesn't hit. So the last one's going to miss and one of the motes of light is going to attempt to hit you again. That's cocked. Does a... Let me double check the spell. Your spellcasting modifier is that.
Right now, if it's over a 19, it hits, dude. Like I
Oh, it's
don't
over
have
19?
I don't have my AC boost.
Oh,
Yeah, I don't have my ability to boost my AC right now.
It hit just a 19, so I wanted to check just in case. You are going to take from that as the mote of radiant energy hits you. You are going to take 22 points of radiant damage.
Mm-hmm. All right.
And it is now Leo's turn.
All right. Do we know this person's name?
No.
Damn. Okay. How far away am I?
The rest of you are probably about 30-ish feet.
How much radiant damage was that?
22.
Okay.
You also susceptible to radiant?
No, I just wanted to know how much it was so I could use my a damage reduction ability I have.
So I'm able to see her, right?
Yes, you can see her.
All right. I want to cast my psychic lance at her. She has to make an intelligence saving throw.
Okay. What is the DC for that?
18.
Okay, that is a fail.
Yes.
What does
All
the
right.
lance do again?
76 of psychic damage. All right.
Jesus Christ, this
Let's
ability.
go.
It's a beautiful spell.
5, so that's 10. 3, that's 13. 3 is 16. 3 is 19. 4 is fucking 23. 3 is 7. How many was that?
26.
It's 26, but how many did I roll? I'm kind of retarded.
I'm kind of retarded.
I think you're at like 5 or 6.
Yeah, I think I rolled 6. All right, last one. So 26, 3 again. So 29. 29
29
damage.
points of damage.
Psychic damage.
Ah, she now has PTSD.
Oh, and is incapacitated until the start of my next turn.
I'm gonna check one feature of that spell real quick because I want to note something for myself. Where's the spell? There's the spell.
My 4th level.
Does it have the same effect when... Okay, it doesn't specify anything on that, so that means that doesn't apply. Cool. Wanted to make sure that note. Awesome that I found out.
What? Is she not incapacitated?
It was a mental note to see if the incapacitation actually held or not, and I'm checking her stat block on that. I'm now trying to do math, and I'm struggling. Yes. 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 Yeah, that's the damage. Okay, yeah, so she is incapacitated. I think it's until is it the end of your next turn?
It is the start of my next
Start
turn.
of your next turn. All right. You have a bonus action.
Well, I can't. I mean, I don't have really anything I could do for bonus
Okay.
actions.
If you don't,
What?
If you don't, then.
Real quick though, while it's still my turn, how do reactions work?
Reactions they have to be. It has to be a situation that are triggered. Generally, most things, it's like attack of opportunity is the most common one, which is like an enemy leaves your attack range.
Okay.
Gotcha. On that note, though, it is the orc's turn, who is going to. He is going to hold his sword, turn to you, Magnus, and he is going to attempt to strike you with his scimitar. That is a 19 to hit.
That's my AC.
And with that strike, he is also going to spend a spell slot to use a staggering smite. So you are going to take. You need to roll a wisdom saving throw as you are hit.
It's gonna be a 21.
Okay, so you are going to take 6 points of slashing and 6 points of psychic. And he is then... He's going to strike you a second time with the scimitar, which is going to hit as well, and hit you for 11 points of slashing before grabbing a hold of the tabaxi, and he's going to misty step back 60 feet.
God damn, 60
Or is it
feet.
30 feet? 30 feet, sorry. Misjudged the distance. He's going to misty step 30 feet back.
Back to like a previous location, or
Like,
backwards
further
out of
away
our
from the
area?
city. Farther away from the city. And he's holding the tabaxi behind him. It is now Andraka's turn. They are now 60 feet from you, Andraka.
I am the thunder of God.
I'm going to. They're 60 feet.
Yes.
I'm gonna try and vortex warp the tabaxi.
Okay.
So they do a con save.
He's unconscious.
It's still the con save still applies.
Yeah, incapacitated doesn't mean an automatic fail
yeah.
con save.
It's a fail for other ones. It's not the con.
DC 15.
DC 15. She passes.
Shame.
Anakin.
And
Good.
I'll spend some
Anakins.
sorcery points so I can quicken a spell. And then I'll cast Shatter on both of them.
Is that another con save?
Yep.
She passes with flying colors.
It's DC 16 for this one.
The orc does not.
So that's 11 on the orc.
Okay.
And then 5 on her.
5 on her. Okay. It is now Trinket's turn. Trinket is going to... He's going to... She's going to cast Tasha's Mind Whip on the orc. Who's going to roll the intelligence save against her. And is going to fail. And he is going to end up taking... Just roll for damage on here. 4 points of psychic damage. Probably shouldn't have rolled it on here, but it's fine.
You're also getting 4s.
She got 4 in total. Not 4s like on each die, but 4 in total. And I want to double check something. Okay, yeah. And she's going to move 30 feet towards Magnus. And she's going to stop right there. It is now Journey's turn. You're 60 feet from the individual.
I started 30 feet away from her. From them. They move 30 feet back. Maximum range on heat metal is 60 feet. Gonna cast that on the 4th level. Our orc friend here is wearing plate armor and is holding his tabaxi friend, so they both get to take damage because they're both in contact with the armor. And I'm going to roll.
Eat metal, baby.
I hate this.
So they both take 12 damage, and I'm going to skip my bonus action this turn because concentration for 1 minute each turn. As a bonus action, I get to reapply that damage without a roll.
Okay.
Now I'm gonna take my dog out to go pee.
It is now Cal's turn, who seems a bit unsure about this situation as a whole, and is going to simply. He is going to. What is he going to do? He's going to run over to Magnus. He's going to cast a Cure Wounds at the 2nd level. Magnus, you are going to get back 10 points of health.
Right. Okay.
And then he's going to spend a Bardic Inspiration to give you a D10, simply telling you don't die.
I was gonna look at Magnus and go, "You take the tabaxi, I got the orc."
Errol, it is now your turn.
Can I not say that?
You can.
Well,
It is your. It is your turn, but
it's currently your turn.
It is now your turn.
It is my turn.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It just became your turn. We're back to the top of the order, baby. Woo, baby.
Let's go.
That's what I'm talking about. That's what it's all about.
Sound good, Magnus?
Fine.
All right. Errol's gonna use that good old monk speed to get up into the orc's face. Using a quarterstaff, I'm gonna strike him, while also using stunning strike. So I need to hit him first, right?
Yeah, you have to actually land the hit to get the stunning strike.
Gotcha. Does a 29 hit?
That does hit. There's
All
not
right.
many armor classes that would beat that.
Except that white dragon. Damn him.
And we have silence.
Did it hit?
Yeah.
The stunning strike? Oh, okay, cool.
That? Sorry, you
Yeah.
didn't say anything afterwards.
No, I was just waiting to see if it's unconscious.
He holds his own against it, kind of barely flinching from the strike.
All right, well, he's just getting slapped with a quarterstaff then.
What is your damage?
So...
You never told me the damage.
Oh shit! Yeah,
that's what I was waiting for, and then you were just like, "Did it hit?" Like, yeah, the 29 hit.
My bad. 6 plus 6. That's a 12 for damage. I'm gonna roll to hit him again. I'm assuming a 17 plus 10 hits.
Yes. Once again, not much blocks that.
All right. Jesus Christ. What the hell is that? Okay, 13. Sorry, my brain is not here.
I forgot about that ability. I'm gonna make a note of that real quick.
And then I'm using unarmored strikes or fury blows. I am spending all key points for this. Okay. Does a 19 hit?
You miss. So you strike his armor and just kind of ricochet off.
Okay. Does a nat 20 hit?
Yes, but it's not a critical.
Okay. And this is out of 6 because it's unarmored. And that does 11 damage.
10 points of damage to him. All right. It is now Magnus's turn.
He's only 30 feet away. I have 40 feet of movement. I'm going to go over and start attacking the tabaxi again.
Wail on the tabaxi.
Okay.
Yeah, no, I got a fucking problem with this shithead. That's going to be a 23 to hit.
That hits.
Oh, this souls could taste delicious. You just haven't tried.
I just remembered that my quarterstaff is silvered, so I could go and start smacking the ghosts.
It's true.
How many go? I fucking. My mom walked in, so I kind of missed what happened. What is happening right now?
We're wailing on these two.
There's only 2
That's
enemies
gonna
though.
be 13 slashing and
I'm cooking that orc alive in his suit.
12 psychic damage.
Oh yeah, he's on fire.
Yeah, you
Are
can.
they still both
We're gonna have
alive, though?
orc chops tonight.
Yeah, there's both live.
gonna
Yeah.
be-
They're still both alive. Literally how?
That's gonna be
how?
another 23 to hit.
I think I just did 30 damage to him too.
Yeah, that's gonna be let's see here. So 10 slashing damage, 10 slashing damage, and 12 psychic damage. And then let's see here. That's gonna be 28 to hit. That's gonna be 12 slashing damage and 14 psychic damage.
Okay.
And I'm gonna use my bonus action to use second wind, and that's gonna be my turn.
All right. She is going to, I think, let me double check this spell to see if she can do anything.
She's incapacitated until the start of my turn.
I just want to check if there's a way that, like, if some spells have a specification that you are able to roll to see if you can end it. I just wanted to check if this one was one of those. It is not.
Okay.
Just double checking. Got to double
Just
check these
yes.
things. Got to make sure that the playing field is fair, you know? All right.
Mhm.
It's now Leo's turn.
Yes. All right. I'm sending you something real quick.
Okay.
I'm gonna use my bonus action for this.
Why did you send me this picture?
Because it took me a while to find it. All right, you got that?
Okay.
All right. So I'm gonna cast the lance again and use some of those to hit both of them.
I thought the lance is a 4th level spell.
Yeah.
You would need to spend more points.
No, I sacrificed 3rd to get those points, and then I'm using it on. Yeah.
Roger that.
Okay, so I'm going to hit both of them. So both of them need to make another intelligence DC save.
You're hitting them both?
What?
You said both, or you
Yes.
You can only hit one.
I'm using one of my features.
Oh,
Yeah.
oh, I know
Yeah.
what you're doing. Okay.
Yeah.
Roger that. All right.
That's
Psychic
a
Blanche now has
She
target
passed her check.
penetration.
She
What?
passed her check this time, and the orc passed his check.
Orc passed his check. Damn. What about the other?
They both passed.
Both passed?
They both passed.
God damn
I
it!
see.
Really?
But no, that's a really good spell to spam. It's great.
It's annoying.
Damn it, bruh. That would have
We
been
could hit
so good
both.
if both of them fucking failed. Then both would be incapacitated. All right. Well, I got what?
I was like, you have an ability called Witch Bolt.
Yeah.
What the hell?
All right. Anyways, I still have movement, right?
Yes.
How far away are they?
They are 60 feet from you if you stood still.
How like open am I to any range attacks from them?
You are all in the open. This is an open area.
Oh, there's nothing to hide behind.
Like you could probably make it to an alleyway, but you would stay 60 feet away from them.
Yeah, that's fine. Can I do that?
Yeah. So you.
How hard would it be to be able to see them again, to be able to cast that lance potentially on the next turn, if I were to get behind the alley?
You'd still have visual of them.
Okay, perfect. Yeah, I want to do that.
Okay. You double checking. I want to open something real quick. I have Errol's stat sheet open because I want to just check everyone's health real quick, so I make sure that it's.
I'm chilling.
I think everyone is like perfectly fucking fine right now. All right.
That would have been so good if my fucking shit actually hit him. God damn it.
They're taking some decent damage right now.
You watch.
Would have knocked both of them out.
She is going.
Oh wait, no, hold on. They passed it, so they still take damage. I forgot. They take half. They both take half. Forgot about that. So let me get all the sorry, I forgot. If they pass, they take half the damage. So let me calculate the damage out. That's a 3 plus a 6 plus a 6 plus a 5. Oops. 5 plus a 6. Damn, I'm rolling good this time. Plus a 1. Never mind. All right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. One more.
You're at 6 right now.
6. All right, 33. Half of that is 16.5. I don't know if you round up or down, but that's how much both of them take.
You said 6?
16.5.
16. Okay.
I don't know if you round up or down, so.
Yeah, we round down here.
Down, okay.
Okay.
Forgot about
you
that.
watch as you hit this. She kind of looks towards Trinket. Her eyes shimmer for a moment before she turns back to Magnus. And it is now the orc's turn. Who is going to look for what he's gonna do? He is going to cast.
I have one more 4th level slot, and that's a 4th level spell, so I can only cast that one more time.
He is going to cast. Actually, he's going to place a hand on the Tabaxi. And he is going to use Lay on Hands to heal her for an undisclosed amount of points.
I have a question.
Yes.
Is he wearing gloves?
For this case, technically they're like it's like the leather gloves with the outer metal that goes on the backside, so you can grip. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah. Close enough. I'm gonna give this guy burning hands.
You're gonna give him burning hands. Okay.
It's a little
as in
magic
saying,
user joke for you.
Yeah. Just gonna click my mouse a bunch real quick. Don't mind me, just clicking my mouse a lot. Perfect.
Those clicker games.
I had to, yeah. Cookie clickers prepared me for this moment alone. So she loses so much of the health that she got back. And then he is going to turn towards Magnus. No. Yeah, Magnus, and I need you to roll. I need you to roll a charisma saving throw for me, Magnus.
Charisma saving throw.
Oh wait, sorry, Magnus. It would be Magnus, Errol, and I think it's only Magnus and Errol that are within 30 feet. Yeah, it's only Magnus and Errol. Oh,
I'm
and
at
Cal.
maximum range away from these guys.
So Magnus, Errol, and Cal need to roll a charisma saving throw.
Was it Trinket with us as well?
He didn't target her. Cal failed his throw. Oh my god.
What is that? Something crazy?
He's a bard.
Doesn't he only have +5 though?
He has a +9 to saving throws.
Oh wait, I'm retarded. Yeah, I have a +9 as well.
Yeah, I'm gonna use
I'm
my
also a
bardic
bard.
inspiration on this and get a 24.
24. Okay, you pass.
Does
Errol,
a
charisma saving
17
throw.
save
7-3, 17. That does save.
17.
So Cal's the only one affected by the spell Bane, as darkness seems to wrap around him and is going to make things difficult for him.
I was born in the dark.
Okay.
Can Errol say that?
Andraka, it is your turn.
Errol just mutters, "I was born in the darkness."
Molded by it. I didn't see the light until I was already a man.
My venom's blinding.
There's nothing to me but blinding.
You're the absolute worst.
Hey, Bane is my favorite Batman villain from that specific movie trilogy.
From Batman and Robin?
No.
No, that is the only version of Bane that's good.
Exactly.
No, I stand bat nipples.
I stand
I mean, he was
the,
he's fighting an ice villain. Of course, his nipples were hard.
And Draka, it is your turn to attack, though.
Max.
I stand the surfboard while they were flying, the flying surfboard.
The flying surfboard.
They
Actually, I
haven't
guess
moved,
it's
right?
falling.
They have not moved, no. You trying that
Okay,
again?
I'll try another vortex warp on the backsy.
Okay, what does she need to roll? Con save?
On 15.
That's a crit. She passed with flying colors.
Jesus.
Okay.
F.
Is that it?
No, I'll do another quicken spell.
Okay.
Are they right next to each other still?
They're within 5 feet of each other.
Okay. I'm gonna launch a snowball swarm.
Snowball swarm.
Uh,
I don't think anyone would ever pick that spell.
Dex
I don't even
save.
know what that does.
It's a dex save.
No ball
Dex
fight.
16.
She is going to pass, and the orc is going to pass as well.
And then that's 7 damage. 7 cold.
7 cold damage. Okay.
Oh my god, that does ability. What does that do? Flurry of magic snowballs.
it's the dumbest spell, but it's great. I've read it and I was like, there's no way anyone picks this spell. I'm super happy that Jared picked it, which makes it funny. And as you do that, through the bombardment of snowballs, Magnus, you feel like claw scrape across your leg as you take 17 points of slashing. It is now Trinket's turn. Trinket is going to pull out her longbow, and she is going to draw it and fire. Actually, why not? Oh, Magnus, what's your AC?
Oh, 19.
Okay. She's going to hit you. Trinket is going to hit you for 10, 21, 23,
She failed the roll or something?
33. She's going to hit you for 47 points of piercing damage.
That's a
As
lot of
Trinket
points.
hits you, and also procs a sneak attack because technically she's in range of an ally, or you're in range of an ally for her. And then she is going to run over away from the rest of the party to the left side, and she's going to fire another arrow at you, Magnus. And that is also going to hit you for another 10 points of piercing. And that'll end her turn. We're back to
All right.
Journey.
So did she just betray us?
We killed Trinket.
You can't tell if she betrayed you or something else happened. She just fired at Magnus and made a run for it.
God damn it! I haven't attuned to it
Who's
yet.
Trinket?
The mask is going on.
The
soon.
tabaxi that it was with you guys this whole time. She is a yellow tabaxi, not a black tabaxi.
Evil tabaxi. Oh, racist.
She has been
I'm
traveling
going-
with this party since the beginning. Let's just put it that way.
I'm going to change of plans. How far away is she?
From you, have you moved at all?
No.
She is 60 feet from you.
Okay. Then I am. Bear with me for a second.
What's her name?
Trinket.
Trinket.
Trinket. Ooh. All right. I know what I'm doing. But it's my turn, of course.
I'm going to use Dimension Door to teleport myself to her, in front of her.
Okay. As you appear before her, you see her eyes glance towards you. They're glazed over.
Oh man.
Okay. Not traitor. Then, okay. Let's see. I'm going to use a bonus action. I'm going to use my cantrip master feat, and I'm going to cast Eldritch Blast. Obviously, not trying to kill her, but
Okay, roll
You know.
the attack against her.
okay.
You are within 5 feet of her. Wait, with the cantrip master, do you take disadvantage at close range?
Let's see.
I want to double check that. Because you are within 5 feet of her, if you did teleport right in front of her.
Okay, increase your casting ability score by 1 to a maximum of 20. Okay. No, nothing about that. You
Okay,
granted
so
one
you would do
additional
this with
cantrip from any
disadvantage
class.
because it is a ranged spell, so you are point blank, so do it with disadvantage because she can swat it away. Or she
Okay.
can certainly try. So
So,
roll those 2 shots with disadvantage.
okay. So, take your pick, a 19 or a 22.
It's going to be the lower, it's disadvantage.
I know. I'm just saying I managed to
Which
get
it hits regardless. she
And then
her
she
AC
takes 7.
I'm gonna roll for her. Okay.
Sorry about this, but this is for your own good.
Nice.
She hisses slightly. Roll the second attack with disadvantage as well, because you get 2 blasts with Eldritch Blast.
Okay. And so I.
What the fuck
Let's
was
see.
that?
Good night, Isabella.
So that's an 11.
You're not gonna
And
hit. Yeah.
12.
So you missed the second one. You hit her with the first one in the chest, and she kind of hisses in pain before swatting your hand, as the second one just goes off into the snow and just kind of shoots snow up into the air. It is now Cal's turn, who is looking about at the chaos that is ensuing, a little confused on what to do next. And he is going to... What would he do? What would he think would be the smart move here? Interesting. Very interesting indeed. So I'm just over here just talking to myself, just yes, yes, yes.
Agnes, how much health do you have?
He is going to cast
26.
He needs some heals on wheels.
He is going to point at Trinket, and he is going to attempt to cast Polymorph.
That's what I was going to do.
And he turns her into a small, harmless kitten.
That's what I was going to do.
Oh
well.
I would have done it better.
It saves me a spell slot.
Oh my god.
He lets out a sigh of relief before kind of looking towards the rest of the fight that is happening. It is now Errol's turn. Congrats! It's your turn again. Back to the top of the order. It's been 12 seconds, boys.
I have a question.
Yes.
If I attempt to use an item I am not attuned with, what happens?
Very dangerous possibilities.
Mm-hmm.
Especially the one you're carrying.
You a gambling man, Errol?
See, but the gamble is you lose Errol and you gain
A Wendigo. That's also your
a
enemy.
Wendigo that is fully formed too, not even just like tapping into its power.
Yeah, it would be a full-grown Wendigo.
Yeah,
Which means I would
you
use the
know.
actual stat block for it instead of the
Yeah,
young stat block for it.
that means man has several legendary actions.
That means I'd have 2 legendary creatures on the table to play with.
Jesus. Okay. Am I? I'm still up close with the
You're right in front of the
orc,
orc.
right? All right.
He turned away from you to hit
He
Magnus.
turned away from me.
To hit Magnus.
Disrespectful.
I do like
All right,
what
I'm gonna
it's in the
use
comment.
vampiric touch.
Wendigo owl. Vampiric touch. Roll your attack.
Yeah. That's how. Hold up. I'm looking to see what the plus on it. +4. That's
Questionable.
mommy. Mom. Unnatural 20. I got a 6.
You got a what?
I got a 16 and there's a +4, right? Is that am I reading this right? Double hit dice +4, right? Yeah.
I mean,
So I got an unnatural 20.
it would just be the regular damage for it.
Okay. Hell yeah. Healing time, baby.
Ooh, baby.
Unnatural
That's what I'm talking about. That's what it's all about. Ooh, baby.
Ooh, baby. All right, I got 8 damage.
8 points of necrotic damage.
Yes, sir.
All right. Yeah, you don't gain any health from it because it doesn't give you 10 hit points.
I brought that man at least.
So
all right,
you-
and I'm just.
You watch as the flesh underneath his armor turns this sickening purple color from its normal green tint. The veins.
Whoa, we burnt him and now we necroticized him.
Yeah. All right. Is there anything else you'd like to do, Errol?
Yeah, before I attack, I'll go, this is what you get for turning away from me, you asshole. And then proceed to slap him with the quarterstaff.
As your bonus. All right. Roll your bonus. Roll your attack for your bonus.
Does a silver staff do bonus damage against like a necroticized enemy?
No.
Oh. I have 2 attacks. This shouldn't be my bonus, right?
It is
Or
because
does
you cast a spell, so it's a full action.
Okay, I have no idea how spells work. Good to know, though.
Spells are powerful, so you only get 1 a turn. That's really what it comes down to, unless it's a bonus action.
Fair enough. Does a 28 hit?
28 does hit.
Numbers 4 plus 6. That's 10 damage. I slap him with quarterstaff.
It just kind of bounces off the back of his head, like denting his helmet a little bit as he kind of growls angrily as he turns towards you.
Am I even able to reach his head? I feel like I'm just hitting his kneecaps.
You like jumped up. I'm gonna say you when you grabbed him, you kind of jumped up and just kind of thunk.
Just fuck. Stop being horny.
And he's turned and he is growling at you.
Good. All right, that's my turn.
Yep. It is now Magnus's turn.
Yeah, no, you just gave me more reasons to need to get rid of the tabaxi, so yeah, I'm gonna keep attacking the tabaxi.
Okay.
Taxi goes bye-bye.
Yeah, it's like you always kill the spellcasters first. They're the weakest link usually, and their spells are scary. So you fucking murder the spellcaster first.
I should have used silence.
That's gonna be a 24 to hit.
That hits.
Actually.
All right, and then that's gonna be 13 slashing damage and 13 psychic damage.
Doing math in my head. Yes, that's correct.
And that's going to be 26 to hit.
Okay.
16 slashing damage and 10 psychic damage.
Okay.
Then that's going to be 25 to hit.
Okay.
It's going to be 10 slashing damage and 12 psychic damage.
Okay.
Yeah, that's my turn.
It is now her turn.
Been a while since she's had a turn, huh? Am I right, guys?
You watch as she grabs a hold of her head, kind of digging her claws in a little bit, and lets out this scream. And I need everyone to roll intelligence saving throws for me.
Good.
I have no modifier.
Neither do I.
No.
I'm gonna roll.
I got
got
a
a-
12.
I got a 13.
Let's go.
Yeah.
I got a 9, and that's with a +3 modifier.
So that's 3 fails.
23.
That's a success.
Yo, we got a
Damn
success in here.
I
Magnus,
should have
what you
Cal
thrown on
fails.
the skull.
Magnus, what did you roll?
Oh yeah, I crit, dude.
You crit? Okay, you succeeded
Yeah.
as well. Let me double check here. Specifically what I'm rolling.
Please let my mind rot.
Do I have a reaction with this?
No.
Damn.
It's just instant. I should have used silence. Damn.
What's the
Those
effect?
who failed take 54 points of psychic damage.
Ooh, I'm
That's
down.
dope. I'm down.
Those who didn't fail take 26.
Wait, okay, hold on. So I have 47 health, so that just outright fucking absolutely kills me.
You're just down. You're at 0 and you're down. You're unconscious.
Oh, okay.
You're not dead. If it's over half of your max health, then you are dead.
You said 54.
Yeah, it's not more than half of your max. Like, it has to go past your health and then a half further.
Oh, that's what you said. Okay.
Yeah.
Damn.
That's
What the
how
hell,
much
bro?
damage in total? Again?
It was
40 something.
yeah.
I know 50.
54.
Well, I think I might be
52.
dead.
You're down.
But no.
You all should be down.
Okay, 38 health.
Those who
and
went.
then, yeah.
And Cal is still on his feet.
Dun, dun, dun.
So Cal staggers a little bit,
A
kind
team wipe.
of clenching his head. Check one thing
Bruh.
real quick.
We were doing so good too, I think. At least I was. I didn't take any fucking damage.
And
bro.
anyone who's standing is stunned at the moment. Which I think all the ones who failed are down. Except for Cal. Cal is stunned. And on that note, she is... that's the end of her turn, actually. So, Leo.
Damn it.
Death saving throw. Roll a d20. If you get above a 10, you succeed.
Just a straight d20?
Yeah, just straight d20.
Please don't fail me now, dice.
He
I got a
for
fucking
real,
7, bruh.
He for real just said, "I'ma kill this entire party for no reason."
No, I didn't.
Man just goes, the white dragon? Nah. An orc and a tabaxi. Yeah.
I got a 7, FYI, so.
So that's one failed save.
Yeah.
It's now the orc's turn, who grabs a hold of the tabaxi again, and they are going to Misty Step again, another 30 feet.
To any of y'all praying on my downfall, just remember I did a lot of damage.
We did a lot of damage to both of them.
Yeah, but I did it in one attack.
They're going to Misty Step 30 feet, and then he is going to prepare an action to defend the tabaxi. And Draka, it is your turn. They are now 90 feet from you.
Your only hope.
Do you have anything that'll allow us to locate them later?
They'll be back. These characters like this always come back.
I'm getting that Wendigo skull ready, man.
Next time you see him on sight.
It's just.
What would you like to do, Andraka? They seem to be
Point.
retreating, though.
Huh?
What are you doing? They're 90 feet from you. They seem to be trying to get away.
I'm thinking.
Don't
got
hurt yourself.
Spells to go through.
I guess we'll try one more vortex warp on her.
You're gonna move 30 feet forward and then do it, or what's the range on vortex warp?
This one's 120.
Oh, 120. All right. What is the check that she needs to make?
On 15.
Okay, that is a 9, right? And she got plus 11. Yeah, she passes.
Jesus.
Damn.
She has a high con. That was like one of her highest stats is Constitution. One of you tapped into her weakness, and I
Was it
got.
me?
It was she couldn't do anything about it.
It was me.
Um,
Yes. You need me, guys.
I'd cast silence. It would have been fine. We don't need no psychic lance.
I don't know, man. I was able to hit 2 people, except they passed them. But it would have worked. It would have been great. It would have been epic. They would have been both incapacitated.
it's now
Good
Trinket's
swag.
turn, who standing before. Well, no, Journey's down, so she's not really paying attention to her. She's gonna shoot at Magnus again, or attempt to at least.
Isn't she a cat?
Polymorphed?
Oh, she is
Yeah,
polymorphed.
she
She's good.
turned
Yeah,
into a
she's
Oh,
polymorphed
yeah,
and
so-
cow man to stay up.
So she's going to. She's actually going to try to bite you as a cat.
I'm already down.
And she misses. She just is nibbling on your armor.
That's adorable.
You wouldn't know it's adorable, though.
Yeah. Thank you for reminding me she's polymorphed. I'm tracking 100 things, so that's. Thank you. Let me make a note. Polly. There we go.
I
Journey.
bet I
Death saving
went down more
throw.
gracefully than our other bard over here, Journey.
You're you little shit.
Even in death, he's talking shit. But
This is
Journey,
fun.
roll death saving throw.
Well, here's the fun part where I die.
Hey, now hold on. Let's not get too hasty here.
Okay, so let's roll the thing. How do I roll this again?
Just roll a d20. If it's above a 10, you get a check.
Okay.
You succeed a check. If you get below that, you fail.
Okay. So that's a pass.
That's a pass. So mark a check. You got one
Okay.
successful death saving throw. Cal is
Ooh.
stunned, so it's back to Errol, who needs to roll a death saving throw.
I got an 11.
That's a pass.
Am I
That's
dead?
that's a pass. No, that's a pass. You got one check. Magnus.
I'm gonna do a medicine check on Errol.
Okay.
Yo, so Lucas, what I meant to ask was,
Do I need to pursue her in beast form? Beast mode? I could go sicko mode on them, but you're gonna lose a character.
I don't know. Medicine checks would be pretty
that's
epic.
Gonna be that's gonna be a 19.
Okay, that you give him another success.
Success. Great success. Wah wah wee wah.
The tabaxi and the orc stand there for a moment, watching you all for a moment as he kind of lets down his guard, and she grabs him by the shoulder and just says, "We have other places to be," and they both vanish.
Bruh.
Leo, death saving throw.
Ooh. 16.
That's a success, so you get to mark one up.
Thank God I'm 1-1 right now.
And Draka, what do you want to do?
I'm just gonna stand there.
You're just gonna stand there. All right. Trinket's going to try to
Yeah.
bite Journey again. That's going to be a hit. Journey, you have a fail, even though you're being bitten.
Oof.
Being murdered by a kitten.
Being murdered by a kid. Cal is now no longer stunned. Cal positions himself between everyone, and he is going to cast Mass Cure Wounds.
What does that do?
It is going to each person within. Oh wait, no, I don't think he can. You're all within the range, yeah. So he's going to cast Mass Cure Wounds. All of you that are down, you gain 17 hit points and are no longer dying.
Yes.
Oh, 17. I'll do this.
And then he's going to walk over to Trinket and is going to pick her up. And she is going to flail in his arms angrily.
I was going to punt her.
All right. So we're sleeping, right? Long rests.
You're out of combat, technically. Trinket is still
soon-
aggressive.
As
Alright.
soon as everyone's back up, like Magnus just heads back to the closest tavern in Frostheim.
On the way, I'm going to who else? Hey, Errol, how much health do you have? 17?
Don't bother.
No.
I'm sleeping.
How much health do you have?
You can see Cal as well,
You could
who's the only bard that stood up. You see that he has blood dripping from his ears, his nose, and his eyes.
Oh yeah, you know what? Never mind. I'm gonna heal both me and Cal with a fucking 4th level.
And he's
Hero
holding a very angry cat in his hands.
Okay. I mean, I avoid the cat, of course.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm going to do that bad boy, and so give me 1 second. Do 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 do.
Actually, cats don't have a damaging ability.
It would be 1
All right.
point.
48.
I'm using a stat block with just cat does a single point of damage. It is a small bite.
6 plus 8 plus 8 plus 5 plus 5. 32. Me and him heal 32 health.
Wow. Almost put damage in.
I'm at full health now. Let's go.
He's not,
I'll
but he's
stagger my
doing a little
feet,
better.
and I'll offer to take Trinket off of Cal's hands.
I could regenerate Key with a short rest, right?
Yes. He gives you,
I'll just-
he holds you, he kind of hands her back to you and just says, I'm not entirely sure how to fix her.
It'll be fine. I'll just take off my cloak and I'll swaddle her in it.
She is angry.
This is why I'm swaddling her in a thing. She
Yeah,
can't scratch me.
She is swatting around and is flailing about within this cloak. So you all head back to a tavern with Trinket within the arms of Journey.
Yeah, full health again. That's funny, I think, personally.
You're just looking for a place to sleep?
Yep. I'm gonna be doing.
I want to wait until Trinket comes out of the polymorph.
Okay, so you all get settled within a space. Setting
Errol's
Trinket
passing out right away.
in the middle of everyone. Cal kind of looking to you and giving you a countdown for when the polymorph is dropping. What are you planning?
I'm just gonna wait because I need to speak to her.
Wait.
Okay. The polymorph.
I'll place her down on the floor.
Yeah, the polymorph wears off and reverts. I am going to roll a dice to determine this. She's going to attack Cal. She is going to attempt to. She draws a dagger and is going to attempt to stab him.
He got 32 health. He'll be fine.
She is going to land her stabbing. Yeah, she's going to manage to drive the dagger into his shoulder and inflict 7 points of piercing damage as she does. And he's going to hiss in pain, attempting to
cast Hellish Rebuke when
push her off of him, and she's going to try to stab him a second time, which she will succeed, doing another 7 points of piercing.
Okay, hold up. Give me
I'm
a second,
hitting her
boys.
with Stunning Strike.
Okay, roll an attack roll against her.
Do we know what her wisdom is, boys?
This is a 24 hit.
24 does hit.
Right, she needs to roll 15.
Constitution save.
Yeah, should we be rolling initiative again?
She is stunned.
Okay, I'm taking this moment, tying her up with a rope.
Okay.
Is there any chest nearby?
You're gonna lock her in a chest?
There's no chest within the room. No.
Is there any chest or anything in the room?
There's not a
No?
chest. There's
No, I
like
could try casting suggestion.
there is a
I
wardrobe.
can do you one better. I
but-
can cast Dominate Person on her.
I like how we have so many spellcasters and no one has Dispel Magic.
We have yeah.
Any
it was
cabinets or
between
anything large
that
enough
and
to fit
counter
a
There's a
tabaxi.
wardrobe. There is a wardrobe within the room.
I'm throwing her in the wardrobe, and I'm tying the wardrobe shut.
What
I'm
if we
walking
smack?
over to the corner?
Wait,
and
wait.
passing out.
The 3-foot individual is throwing the 5'7" individual.
You're right, I'm dragging her.
It's
my
called
bad.
leverage.
It's called leverage.
I'm using
Have you
my
heard of
monk
it?
Training.
She is light, so I'll give you the fact that you'd probably be able to drag her into this wardrobe. So you
Dragging her in there.
manage to force her in there. You're just closing the door.
Close the door, tie it shut, walking over to the corner and just passing out.
Okay, you
Errol's
pass out.
done.
Within
Errol's
moments,
done with this.
within moments of Errol going into the corner, you hear an aggressive pressing against the door and slamming.
I'm going to cast suggestion on her and tell her.
Roll me an Arcana.
You
Roll me an Arcana
want-
check.
Arcana check? Okay. I cast okay, 18.
As you try to force this spell onto her, you feel another force pressing back. And there is a moment that you get a flash within your mind of a pair of purple draconic eyes staring at you for a moment before you feel yourself stagger slightly. The spell pushing against you, but not doing anything.
Okay, so I can't cast suggestion, correct?
It didn't seem to work.
Okay.
Okay, boys. I'm gonna
I'll-
Dominate Person.
I'll just relay to you that
Roll
there's
an
a force
Arcana check.
actively pushing back.
You telling me, Tyler?
Yeah, roll an Arcana check.
I need to sacrifice another spell slot.
Yeah. I guess I spent a
Yeah.
spell slot trying to cast suggestion, right?
Yes. Yes, you did. Okay, so would we roll that Arcana check though, Leo?
Yeah, hold on.
Okay. Hold on to your
Boom. All right. You said Arcana check.
Yep.
Yeah, this isn't gonna be better than his, but oh my, yeah, it was significantly worse at a 3.
You get the same effect, but you are actually knocked to the ground.
Awesome.
I say screw it, and I cast Polymorph on her.
Okay.
Let's
So
give us
wisdom
a little
saving throw,
reprieve.
right?
Actually, you shouldn't need to do that.
She's still in the
I mean,
wardrobe.
She's tied in a wardrobe.
I know, but she's trying to bust out.
She's tied up. That's the thing. Because once she gets out of that polymorph, she
Oh, yeah.
won't have.
She'll have
damage.
looser bonds. That you're right.
Exactly.
Okay.
Can I, should I
Then
smack her
I'll
with
polymorph her into something slightly larger, but less mobile.
less noble? Can I cast Mage Hand and just slap her a little bit?
She's
on the
in
face?
she's in a wardrobe. You can't really get a mage hand in there because it's closed and locked
okay.
up.
True.
I've locked her up.
There's a moment of silence when you cast Polymorph before you see the tip of a dagger slip between the doors and is trying to cut the ropes.
Okay. If I use message on her, can I commune with whatever entity is currently controlling her?
You can certainly try.
I'm going to cast the message cantrip on Trinket.
What are you going to say to Trinket?
Well, I'm going to try speaking to whatever entity. I'll say
Shut the fuck up.
What?
Get your filthy hands off my friend.
Did you actually say that, or was that in your mind?
That's in her mind because she's using message.
Ah, so I can't
Yeah.
hear it. Damn.
You get a response back. It sounds like Trinket, but it's very almost a lot of growls, and like it seems more feral than Trinket, and the words that come out you don't understand.
I'll speak whatever is being said aloud, like as it happens.
What languages
And
does everyone speak?
oh wait, I can use once per session. Oh, scroll slightly up. Universal speech.
Ah, of course, of course. You hear her say the phrase. She says in this almost feral voice, "You tried to kill the mistress. I have to kill you."
You tried to kill the mistress. I have to kill you.
You can try.
That's what the entity controlling Trinket said.
The dagger gets halfway through the ropes and seems to be making more progress.
Bruh.
Listen,
You want to just knock her out?
you know, maybe we open it up, we polymorph her and tie her up, and like maybe do they have chains around here? Chains?
No.
No.
There's more rope, but there's not any chains.
Magnus, is there a blacksmithery around here?
Put your axe in the door.
Magnus just is Cal? Yeah, Magnus just asks Cal, like, "Are you able to heal my wounds?"
Yes, and he's just gonna place a hand on you, cast a 5th level Cure Wounds. 26 points.
Journey, you're not gonna like this. And Magnus is gonna go over to the wardrobe. He's just gonna open it up, and he's just gonna try to grab Trinket and choke her out.
Okay. It's an interesting strategy, but it's definitely a plausible one, and definitely is a Magnus strategy. Roll your athletics check. She rolls her acrobatics. Why are my dice like getting stuck on their sides?
It's gonna be a 25.
Yeah, she can't beat that.
You're right, Magnus. I didn't like that, but I preferred being stabbed.
So you have her grappled, and you are currently choking her. She is going to attempt to take the dagger and is going to attempt to drive it into you multiple times. First is going to hit. The second will also hit. And she is going to inflict a total of 17 points of piercing damage as she stabs you twice.
It sounds like a game of attrition right here.
I'm going to roll a con save for her as she's being choked. Okay, she passes that one. The check is only going to get higher. I assume you're just going to keep holding this. Anyone else doing anything while this is happening?
I'm
Should
going
I heal
to...
you, Magnus?
Hey, so Tyler, I will say the suffocation. There we go. If you're running out of breath or if you're choking, you can survive for a number of rounds equal to your con mod. So a round being 6 seconds, con modifier, all that.
Yeah, it's a minimal of 1 minute too. I think I want to say.
No,
that's what
because
I remember
if you're being that's drowning specifically, because it specifies running out of breath or choking. Specifies choking.
Those constitutions. That's a saving throw she's doing, isn't it?
Yeah.
Number of rounds equal to Constitution modifier.
Oh, I guess I could expend a bonus action to. Okay, let's see. I'm going to roll a Bardic Inspiration die, and whatever number I roll, she has to subtract that from her next saving throw.
Okay, that's good enough for me.
The minutes if you're able to hold your breath.
Okay. Well, she gets the minus. She gets to subtract 7 from her next Constitution saving throw. I'm settling words, and I'm going to be. I'm just gonna be speaking straight to the entity via message, and be like, "We will have her back and we will have your mistress's head on a spike. There's nothing you can do to stop this.
There's just a lot of yelling that's coming back and screaming. She's going to attempt to stab you 2 more times. She's going to miss that one. And is going to succeed on that one. You're going to take 8 points of piercing. Roll another check for her. She seems to be fading a little bit. Her eyes kind of fluttering a little bit as she's
Going to
attempting
continue.
to pull Magnus's arm off of her while still wielding the dagger in the other.
I'm going to cast Healing Word at the. Let's see.
Yeah, no, she would have a minimum of 6 seconds, man.
I'm rolling checks. That's why she's fading. I'm doing the math here. I know what I'm doing. I got this.
Yeah, I'm gonna cast. Let's just cast Healing Words at the 3rd level on Magnus. So he goes back up 13 hit points, and then I'm going to use bonus action to use Unsettling Words on her again. It's like, release her. Perhaps your death will be less painful than that of your mistress. 7 minus again.
You watch as Trinket, her eyes slowly shutting and are slowly rolling back. She reaches up one last time and grabs a hold of Magnus's arm. And she casts Inflict Wounds, which is going to miss because she rolled a 14. And is expending a spell slot before going unconscious. And she falls limp.
Oh, that was disconcerting.
I'm just gonna put her back in the
Wardrobe.
gonna put her back in the wardrobe and lock it up better.
Better.
How are you gonna lock it
I'm
up?
gonna use some rope. Take her dagger as well. Don't forget that.
Yes,
Yeah, we'll take her dagger
disarm her. You know what? Tie it up and then face the wardrobe against the wall.
Yeah, we'll take her gear. We'll tie it back up and we'll just turn it around.
Okay.
You get it. Yeah, never mind.
You locked her away within the wardrobe. Silence finally falling over the room as all of you are kind of sitting around.
You want me to sing a song for you guys?
Looking between each other.
No.
Errol is asleep this entire time.
Journey turns to Magnus and tells him that whatever entity has hold of her mind has purple draconic eyes and refers to us trying to kill its mistress. I assume that's in.
And he just points at the Knoll's head.
I assume that's in reference to the black tabaxi we went after.
Probably.
Draconic. I might be trying to turn coincidence into causation, but draconic couldn't be related to that ice dragon of the purple orb, could it?
The only thing that connects them all is that dragons are greedy and full of avarice. They're disgusting creatures. They are fucking lizards.
Hey, take it easy, pal. Now we've got a wizard folk right here. We got a dragonborn right here.
Ow.
As you are having this conversation,
I met a nice dragon, like jewels and stuff. He was pretty nice.
You guys see Cal in the corner, sitting on one of the beds, holding a card in front of him. And he's just kind of staring at it, almost with a look of uncertainty on his face.
He just kind of looks over at Cal and is just like, "You're fine. You haven't tried to kill us yet."
It's not anything to do with me. But you do notice that his right hand, the hand that is holding the card, the eye is glowing a little bit.
What's wrong with it?
He said, "There's nothing that can come good from this," and he sets the card down. The card, you see that he places down on the kind of the little stand in front of him. It says, it is a card that is split down the middle, separating the top from the bottom, with two similar environments. The top of the card, which is facing him, shows a woman with tears in her eyes that are filled with hopelessness. Her hair in disarray as she appears to be in the middle of grieving. The other half of the card shows a gnomish woman who seems to be in the middle of a very gleeful laugh, joy radiating from her face. He kind of looks up at everyone and just says, "This card drawn this way only leads to sorrow."
Wonderful.
Welcome to my life.
He kind of
Damn,
clenches
you
his
guys are
jaw.
downers.
He clenches his jaw slightly, and the card returns back to the deck, and he kind of lets his head hang for a moment, just says, "So much for bringing hope here."
There is no hope here. Maybe that's why you're needed.
Perhaps.
I'm just gonna sit down in a chair and pull out my lute and just start strumming along, playing.
Magnus is gonna take a separate room, and he's gonna take a chair and put it in front of an end table just by himself in this room, and he's gonna put that head in front of him.
Okay.
He's just gonna say to it out loud, just, you're probably gonna rot before I find your mistress. I wonder if I'll be able to feed you to her. It probably won't happen. I always
Hey.
hate breaking my promises.
Just because it's rotten doesn't mean you can't feed it to her.
Get out.
Okay.
I'm actually picturing he followed Magnus, and it's just like peeking.
He's having this dramatic monologue, a soliloquy, and Leo just.
fucking Leo had to ruin it. Goddamn
Yeah,
Leo.
I
Is it
imagine-
too late to sing your song again?
Leave.
Oh.
Journey's gonna take up post in the room with Trinket.
Yeah.
Obviously she's not too happy about this whole situation, giving her feelings for Trinket. So she's gonna try keeping her company.
Magnus is just gonna stare at this rotting head until he falls asleep.
Errol will be up and... How long has passed? Probably a couple minutes.
So as within a few minutes of
gonna-
you guys getting like settled for the night, the sun begins to peek through the window.
I'm going to lay on the ground and cuddle my lyre.
Alright, Errol will be up in 6 hours.
Cal
After.
ends up laying down and kind of laying on his back, staring at the ceiling for several minutes before slowly closing his eyes. His deck of cards held tightly in his right hand that are laying upon his chest.
Actually, I'm gonna use my lyre as a pillow. Probably
That's
be
the
better.
most uncomfortable pillow I've ever heard of.
It has strings on it.
Oh God, it's worse. But on that note, that's where we'll end tonight's session.
Note, I get it.
Damn, I was gonna try to attune with the skull when I woke up.
We can take care of that when you wake up the next day.
Alright, fair enough.
So is that a long rest?
This will be considered a long rest. You will take a long rest for this, so you can all heal from your little encounter.
Thank you.
Yes.
Hit points.
I feel like
My
that added,
spells.
I feel like that
yes.
added some pizzazz to this whole thing.
How did we not kill her?
It's because you didn't let me play my goddamn lyre. You fucking stole it and killed his mood.
That's not why.
I can't believe I rolled high enough.
Absolutely why.
Though I've now figured some things out that I'm really excited for story-wise. It's been a while since I've had a good idea for the future. I have a great idea. I love it.
Yeah,
Perfect.
it's because of me, right? You're welcome.
Well, time to become cynical like Magnus. This is what I get for trying to help people. Character's best friend is under mind rape.
It
Well,
would,
it's not
it
fun.
would be considered a charm of sorts.
I do have counter charm.
Oh, that's kind of like I do.
Counter charm works on you.
people when I
It's
play
only
music.
for you.
Hey, you and any friendly creatures within 30 feet that can hear you.
Mm.
So I think the plan that's developing in my head is counter charm, and then what stats use resist charm?
So counter charm is for when the charm is occurring. You would have to be able to do it then. And it was a little hard to tell because the way that the charm went down, it wasn't a spell. It was a natural ability.
Okay.
It was when she looked at her.
Okay.
That was the kind of flash in her eyes type deal. But anyways,
Oh wait, what stat is used to resist it though?
it was wisdom, and she's been failing all of her wisdom rolls.
Well, if she wants to try fighting it at some point, I can give her enhance ability.
That's such a bad bard thing to do.
You try to start beef even after the
Yeah,
session.
as the session is ending, the beef is still going. Before
funny.
beef continues, I'm going to do our outro. So we hope you guys enjoyed. And if you guys want to catch us in the next one, there are 3 ways to get notified whenever we're going live. Join the Twitch, follow the Twitch, turn on those notifications so that you know exactly when we go live. Join the Discord so that you can possibly talk to us, possibly partake in maybe public events we may do in the future if we get enough people within this community that want to do stuff. And you will also get notifications when we go live. Or follow the Twitter where I keep everyone up to date on exactly when we're going live, either a few hours or a day before we go live, because I'm just going to do it the day of. That's just the way the page has been. And if you want to catch up on previous episodes, we have a beautiful YouTube page with all of the episodes set up in these very well organized playlists, so you can catch up in order of what has happened so far. And on that note, we hope you guys enjoyed, and we hope to see you all in the next one. Peace.